Hello. I still want to say good morning. Oh, Habits Die Hard. Good morning. Okay. I get fun. All right. Hello. Shall we change the masses? Because you know that's what we're doing here, right? Changing the masses. And we're so good at it too. We're so good at it. That's why they get so mad. That's why they get so angry. I guess I'll bring myself in. Let's do that. Hello. Oh, hello, my love. Thank you. Then, thank you. There we go. Heaven must be missing angels. Do 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 do. Heaven. Ali Jane. I see Diane. Hi, Diane. Okay, watch your ears. If you got yours. Okay. Hi. Hello. Hello. Oh, yeah, it's Friday. Miss Kitty Cat is here. I see you. No kiss till 3 months, but body count doesn't matter? Of course. Do you pack the same way for an overnight trip than you would for a 2-week or a lifelong move? No. You have different considerations for different situations because a different situation requires a different consideration. So when we're not keeping you, we don't want to stay with you. We want to use you, have some fun, try your kink, try your body type, whatever you're offering, right? We'll try what you're offering. We'll have some fun. We'll send you out, but we're not keeping you, making you dinner. Like, no. And then when we want to keep somebody, we need to know who they are because you need to be worth keeping. Oh, rage baiting? What? You're weak? Is that how weak you are? The words women's autonomy makes you enraged because you're weak? Okay, thanks for letting us know. Ripple, hi. That's all it takes for somebody weak to get enraged is words that say you never owned me, you never controlled me, and you never will. And the weak ones get emotional. Body count doesn't matter is a fact. You saying body count matters is an opinion, not based on fact or science whatsoever. Hello, Diane. Body count is a fact. I have 3 facts why body count does not matter to the people who practice logic and stick to facts. Now, people who lack intelligence will not ask me what the 3 facts are.
Anybody else in the request box? Do you want them up or?
Oh, yeah, sure. Yes. I didn't. Yeah. Okay. Oh, well, we got Chinese. We got a couple people. I'll see some peeps. Hey, Chinese.
Hello.
Hi, what topic are you here for?
Well, I thought the only topic was the body count topic. Was there another one?
So my name is Chantal Hyde. I am a dating and relationship coach. I'm a life coach. I niche in dating and relationships. If you Google who is Canada's best dating coach, you're probably going to see my name. There's a lot that I can talk about, helping you get into the right relationship, mental health, in a relationship, how to have a zero fight relationship, resolve conflict. Maybe I can help you resolve something in particular that's going on in your life. So there's health, fitness, a lot of stuff. Career coaching, I got a book on that too. So there's a lot that I can talk about. But if you were here for the debate topic is being discussed in a particular debate fashion, the type that is facts over feelings. This is not a debate on you. I'm not debating you on you to change you in any way, shape, or form. We're not debating each other on each other. We are not the topic, so we're not going to start a sentence with I think, I feel, my opinion, my experience. The topic is the topic in a factual or scientific way. A factual way would be like this. Would you agree this is a key?
Of course.
So a fact is something outside of you and I agreed upon on site because it is so obvious. So you can choose fact or science. Science requires 4 pieces of information, which is title of the peer-reviewed study you read, the website you found it on, the page number and paragraph number where you found the words you want to present. You'll give us those 4 pieces of information. We'll go find those words and then you can say them out loud. And this is how we ensure there's no amplification of lies, fear-mongering, or disinformation. Is that fair?
I'll be completely honest. I mean, in that circumstance, then I wouldn't be completely prepared. So I'll be honest with you. I mean,
Do you have
I
no
guess.
facts? I have 3 facts for why body count does not matter to you. I'm sorry, I can't hear myself, so give me a second.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go
Can you
ahead.
stop moving around or mute your microphone? Because the moving is a distraction. Thank you. So I have 3 facts for why body count does not matter to the people who practice logic and stick to facts.
Okay.
Would you like to hear them?
Sure. I mean, you're going to tell me anyways. Go ahead.
Not without your consent. I don't want to.
This is a debate. Go ahead. Come on now. Let's have an
No,
actual.
like,
Let's have an act. I'm not going to attack you. We're not attacking each other. I wanted an actual
I'm
debate.
not defensive. I just wanted to know if you wanted to hear it because I'm not willing to speak to somebody who doesn't want to hear. And there are people who've come here who were not interested. So forgive me if asking your consent is offensive to you in particular. Let me start over. Would you like to hear my 3 facts, yes or no?
Is this not a debate?
I'll take that as a yes. Number 1, a woman, if a woman was looking for a long-term relationship and she wanted somebody with all of these qualities, no less, would she need to observe someone over time to see if they have all of these qualities, yes or no?
No, I agree.
Number 2, if a man wanted a long-term relationship, he wanted somebody with all of these qualities, no less, he won't settle. Does he need to observe someone over time to ensure they are, in fact, this person? Yes or no?
You would assume, yeah.
That's a yes.
Yeah.
Number 3, if somebody wanted to know if the other person has an STD or STI, do they need to ask the person, go to the doctor, get tested, get the test results, and show the test results? Yes or no?
Yeah.
So a logical person who sticks to facts doesn't ask somebody what their body count is to find out if they have an STD or STI, because is it not possible somebody could sleep with one person one time, practice unsafe sex, and catch an STD? Is that a possibility?
Yeah, of course.
So if we asked somebody what their body count was and they said 1, do we have the facts about their STD test results?
But you would still ask.
No, but if you ask them, if all you did was ask them their body count and they said 1, do you have the facts about their STD test result?
Yeah, that's also if we're assuming for
If
the
you,
other
I'm
body
sorry.
count. Yes. That's also if we're assuming for the other
if
count
you
too. Yeah.
ask them their body count and they said 1, it's a yes or no answer, and you're saying yes, and I'm confused.
No, I said yes, and then I added more to it. So yeah, go ahead.
So I'm sorry. If they said 1, but you didn't ask for testing, do you have the facts about their STD test result?
No, of course not.
No. So logical people who stick to facts don't ask for a number. Is it possible somebody could have a low body count or a 0 body count and not have all of these qualities?
Wait, I'm sorry. Go ahead. What was that?
Is it possible that somebody could have a low body count or a 0 body count and not be respectful or not
Oh, of
be
course. Yeah, of course.
right? So if we ask somebody what their body count is, but we don't spend time with them, we don't know if they're the person we want to commit to, right?
Oh, yeah, but of course. But are we saying body count is the number 1 factor that we're determining here on that partner?
I said body count does not matter to the people who practice logic and stick to facts. That's what I say.
No, of course, but at the same time, like a partner, you could still be getting to know this person, asking all that information, even if they slept with,
Ask me
uh,
what information. I'm sorry, what information are you?
like body count, safe
Well,
sex,
we don't
STDs.
ask people. We, logical people, are not asking for unverifiable information because your body count could be 20, but you say 2. And there's no way for me to corroborate that information. So, as a logical woman, I'm not asking for that information, but I will ask for STD testing and I will spend minimum 3 months observing your behaviors. No kissing, no sex, no sleepovers, no exclusivity, minimum 3 months. Even if my body count was 1,000, I would still use this methodology to pick a long-term partner because who I did has no bearing on who I will select for a long-term relationship. And I will pick the right person by using observation before selection.
Definitely fair, 100%. So you said you would have a 3 month period in between you would vet these men, right?
Uh, when I'm done my exploration stage and I'm ready for a long-term relationship, I will use observation before commitment. Yes.
Okay, so I don't know if you're more traditional views or not. Would you
I'm
expect all the
logical. I am logical. I
uh,
practice logic.
okay, yeah,
That's where this comes from.
some people's logic could be different though. I could assume my logic,
I
and
don't care about your logic. I'm not trying to change you in any way, shape, or form.
of course I wasn't saying that. And
Okay.
so what I meant by that is, would you want these men to then pay for all those dates for the 3 months that you guys are going out?
So it's no kissing, no sex, no sleepovers, no exclusivity to see if they match my energy. I define myself to know what I deserve. I do know that I am a generous person. I know what kind of relationship I want to get into. I don't want a tit for tat. I don't want scorekeeping. I want an abundance of generosity. What that looks like is I feel like I receive so much. I'm looking for ways to reciprocate and I'm running to keep up.
Oh, I'm sorry, was that a yes or no though? Because I asked, would you want these men to then pay for all the dates? Would you want them to take the initiative as the man? How many dates per week or per month would you want these men to take you out on?
Up to him, really. I mean, up
Okay,
to
so
him.
let's say maybe once a week, so that's 4 times a month, 3 times, 3 months, 12, about 12-ish dates, right?
Right, right, right. So
So,
four
oh, go
times a
ahead,
month,
sorry.
and what are we doing in those
So
4 weeks? Like, what
I,
are you?
I, it could obviously be anything, but let's assume the man's picking. Maybe he's assuming to go out to eat. Maybe, he wants to impress you on the first date a little bit. So maybe, he
Yeah,
might.
so I just want to jump in here for a second. I want you to understand that this is not just like, oh, we're going on a date once a week for 3 months until we have sex. Like, this is a period of actually vetting the person
Of course.
and really getting to know them. You're not going to do that having dinner once a week. Like, that's not what we're talking about.
And no, and I was just making a point. And
No,
my whole. Oh,
I'm,
go ahead.
I'm, I'm with you. I'm with you. So, um, so getting together once a week. Listen, I'm not falling for initial shows. Like maybe he wants to try to impress me the first few dates and he wants to take me to fancy places. My way is I'm going to reject the fancy place on the first date. I'm going to say, that sounds really nice, but let's save this for a few dates down. I'd rather just grab a quick coffee with you and just have a vibe check, see if we do want to see each other again. Because what's the point of doing all that if partway through I've decided I don't want to see you again? So let's not do all that. Let's just grab a coffee. We'll meet at this coffee shop, funky little neighborhood that I know. Take a walk around, get to know each other a little bit. And then my desire for a second date would be, again, a coffee and a walk because I just want to do a vibe check before investing more time again. Sure, good enough on the first one, but can you keep it up again on the second one? I'm looking for consistency. So if we have 2 vibe checks and those are good, then yeah, let's have a bigger investment in terms of time, in terms of money, in terms of like what we're going to be doing together. Now, coffee, we go for coffee, right? Are you insisting on paying? I don't know. We'll see. I'm very able to pay for myself. Second coffee, are you insisting on paying? I'm very able to pay for myself. If you've insisted on paying, insisted on paying, insisting on paying, I'm really looking for how I'm going to make sure I pay you back. So
Okay, and I feel like your kind of thought is because I'm younger. I'm 25, so maybe it's a little different. So the thought process of like, hey, just going on a coffee date, yeah, I feel like a lot of girls are like that. But for majority of them, they do want to go out to eat, maybe do something exciting, like go out to a bar, get some drinks, or like bowling or a movie and like ice cream or something like that, you know. So it's not as it's usually not as cheap as just going out on a coffee date. But let's say we'll take your idea. Let's say the 2 dates a week were coffee dates, something cheap. Let's say he paid. We won't even take a monetary value on it. Let's say the next 10 dates. He spent about over $150, okay, each date. Do you think that would be fair for him to do that?
No, he can do whatever he wants to do. I'm not forcing anybody into anything. When I'm using a no kissing for 3 months dating rule is because I'm not making any kind of a story for you to align with. I'm here to see what kind of person you are. I'm here to see if you have kindness, consideration, intelligence, if you are open-minded, if you have good communication skills. There's more for me than just paying for things. You might be very generous, might be very wealthy. Believe me, I could have picked other men than my husband. It was not money that impressed me because I don't know if you know this yet, but women have the ability to make money. So it's not about money at this point. It really is about who you are.
No, and I'm not disagreeing. I was just making a point.
Question?
Mhm.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I
Sorry.
ask you a question? I have two questions for you. So one of them is, why does it like, what are you talking about? You say, is it fair for him to pay for dinner or to pay? Like, what do you fair in terms of what?
No, I'm saying, are you assuming that he's going to take all the initiative? That's what
No
I asked.
assumptions. No, none. Because
No.
an assumption is a belief without evidence. I don't have a belief that you're going to show up in any particular way. In other words, I haven't written a storyline for you to follow. You are a blank slate, and I'm seeing what pops up. So
No, but that's
it's
why
not
I
an
asked you.
invitation.
That's why I asked you though. I kind of asked you in the beginning, would you assume, would you make,
No,
kind of assume for him to take
no,
all the initiative and then do that?
no.
And you kind of agreed with me, unless I'm confused.
I don't assume anything. I don't make up a story.
Well, but then
If you
every
listen,
relate.
hold
Go
on, I'm
ahead.
still
No, yeah,
talking.
go ahead. Sorry, go
Um,
ahead.
if you listen to me long enough, something you will hear me say frequently is we don't make up stories inside our head. We assess the data as it shows up. And we reject people who do make up stories in their head and believe they're made up stories. And if you see me even longer, you'll see me correcting people who show up complaining about how other people are behaving. And I call them out for having created a story inside their head and having an emotional attachment and then pinning it on the other person and blaming them for how they feel.
Hmm. Okay. Well,
Can I
okay,
just
go ahead.
wanted, the other thing I wanted to ask or say was, oh, shoot, I lost it now.
Um,
Oh yeah, you were talking about like women, there are women who expect, a big dinner or whatever first dates. If you were to use this methodology, right? Like we know, Chantal knows, this is very different than how people have been dating or used to dating, right?
I've been
So
taught.
you're going to have, yeah. So you're going to have women who are used to that, right? So just like we will have, there are people who are used to kissing right away or expected to kiss right away or whatever. This is a different methodology, it's a different way of dating. So she does instruct you to talk about that with the person you're dating before you even start going on these dates. So you would be explaining the methodology, you would be explaining what you're doing for 3 months. Excuse me. So you're not just, so as part of that, you would be like, hey, so the way I do this is the first couple of dates are a vibe check. If the person doesn't like it, then you've eliminated somebody you're not compatible with.
Okay, so my
Can
response
I
to that though.
just hold on? I want to add a point to what Diane said. We don't use a no kissing for 3 months dating rule without communicating. Like before you move in for a kiss, like date one, date two, We are using a no kissing for 3 months dating rule, no kissing, no sex, no sleepovers, minimum 3 months observation before selection. I know what I'm looking for. I don't give my exclusivity to the wrong person. My exclusivity is for the right person only. And because we do this so early, we are giving you the data you need to make an informed decision about whether or not you're going to stick around, because getting to know us is a priority.
Yeah, of course. I really agree that maybe most men don't take getting to know the
Well,
women as a priority.
to answer your question, is it fair? He decided to do that. So why would it be unfair for me? Like, why would
Well,
I be unfair?
it's
When,
not that he's
no,
deciding that,
hold
but
on. I need to
go
ask the
ahead.
question properly. Why would it be unfair for me to communicate before he spends money on me, or on the first date when he might have spent $4 or $5 on me because I made it a coffee date? Why would it be unfair for me to accept his generosity after he decided to be generous, after hearing no kissing, no sex, no sleepovers, no exclusivity for minimum 3 months? Why would that be unfair on my part?
Okay, yeah, but then that's okay, but then we're assuming
So,
okay,
but are you
but
saying
that's what I'm saying. But then each relationship is subjective
it's
because
not
let's
a
say
relationship? We
okay,
haven't committed.
listen, you're
First of all,
you
calm down. First of all,
I'm trying to
calm
talk.
down.
You're literally
You're
over
getting
talking me. What do you mean?
emotional, and I'm
What?
going to shut you
You're
down
over talking
because I'm
me.
not here for your emotions. So if
I've
you
literally
speak
been
over
sitting
me
here
again,
listening.
we will
What?
mute you. And if you unmute, we will take you off the panel because you have no self-control and no respect. So my question to you is it unfair, in your opinion, for me to communicate I'm using a no kissing for 3 months dating rule, and for him to decide to be generous with me? Is that unfair? Yes or no?
No, that's not unfair. But
Perfect.
then
Thank
again,
you.
you're putting parameters on that. Again, you're that's making
Parameters
assumption.
on what?
Okay, but that okay, I just
Shush.
listen.
First, calm
Okay,
down.
you're
Calm
crazy.
down.
Nah, you women are crazy.
Parameters on what? Parameters on what?
I could easily sit here and say,
Parameters on
are you gonna let
what?
me answer? Are you going to keep
No,
talking to
when
me
you
like
go
a
blah,
child?
blah, blah,
I'm
story
sorry.
word
Listen, I've
salad,
been
I
sitting
want
here
you to get
respectful,
to
have
the
I not?
point
I've
and
been
answer
trying.
my question
You've been
and
going
use
on a dialogue for
precise
3 minutes
wording
and I can't
and
talk
tell
to you. What
me
are you talking about?
parameters on what? I'm listening. Parameters on what specifically? Get straight to the very word. Don't give me a word salad or a
The
story.
relationship, parameters on the
It's not a
relationship. You just said,
relationship. You
yes, it is.
don't
Okay,
have
let me answer.
shush,
Okay.
shush. You don't have status. I
Yeah,
just
you're
met
crazy.
you.
You're crazy.
You don't have friend status. You don't have relationship status, because friend and relationship is a status that is earned. I just met you. This is not a relationship. We are going to see if we can develop a friendship, because the foundation of a healthy relationship is friendship, respect, shared goals and timelines, appreciation of each other's efforts, ability to communicate and solve things together, and make each other laugh. You have zero status if you cannot create a foundation. You don't get friendship status, you get to block and delete. You don't get relationship status, you get to block and delete. So for you to call this a relationship, I'm setting parameters on a relationship, is incorrect language. I'm setting parameters on access to my body. I'm setting boundaries because I have standards. And if you don't meet my standards, it's a good thing I had boundaries.
I don't think you want to hear an opposing opinion.
You are such a loser, because I told you if you unmuted your microphone, I was going to remove you. You didn't want to hear anything I had to say. So goodbye. We got better people to talk to. You guys were busy with the mute. You were busy with the mute. I saw that.
Bros.
But how could you? You just were explaining to him it's not a relationship, and you're like, you're crazy. What do you mean, bro? We just met. You're crazy if you think that just meeting someone means that you're entitled to a relationship with them. That's insane.
We all know what he meant when he was talking about fairness. He didn't say it, but we all know what he meant.
What did he mean, Diane?
Is it fair to expect the man to pay when you're not putting out? That's
Is
fine
it
then.
fair to let him pay when you're not putting out? Is it fair to accept a male's generosity without handing your body over on a single platter for $150 dinners 10 times? He thinks his body's worth $1,000. That's it. Dude, I got $20 a song without getting touched. Ellie Jane, why is he suggesting men aren't generous? Because he's not a man. And like attracts like. He's a guy surrounded by guys, which is why he does not know how men operate. Men are amazing, but guys like that have no clue. That's why you need to block and delete them. Get rid of the clueless and leave space for the men who understand how to be. Hi, Dio.
Wanted also to point out, I don't know if anyone noticed, I think you did. He was, every answer of his started with, he is waiting for the response. He didn't even listen, but he listened, but just to have opposing view or something that he already wanted to say. He had like his own monologue that went through your questions, like.
Des, look at this. Des says, my husband paid me $500 so I didn't have to work that day and spend time with him. Hello. Sorry, what's his name here? Supreme. Hi. Oh, are you unmuting? I'm sorry. Did I? Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. What topic are you here for? Oh, sell my book. I'm sorry, Supreme. Somebody just encouraged me to do a book walkthrough, and when they do, I do. So I need to do a book walkthrough now, which is where I go through each of my books and describe them so that people can decide which of my books to go buy on Amazon. So I'm going to do that right now, Supreme. I'm sorry. We're going to mute your microphone while I do this so that we can have a great quality sound. Thank you, my love. I will be back with you in one moment. It's unfortunate, but Richard is the reason, in case you wanted to know why I'm doing this now. So, hello, my loves. My name is Chantal Hyde. I am Canada's dating coach. Thank you. I am doing the Lord's work. You are right. If you Google who's Canada's best dating coach, you're probably going to see my name. You can get my books on Amazon. I've got ebook bundle deals. My 2 audiobooks are No More Assholes and Fix That Shit. You can find all those buttons in the link in my bio, including the free book button. These are my books in order. I catch you where you are. I lift you up from there. Comeback Queen helps you heal faster from a breakup or divorce. No more being stuck in pain. You can and you will speed up the healing process with Comeback Queen. Then you move into No More Assholes. If you're going to pick another long-term partner, no more mistakes means no more suffering. Observation before selection is your strategy. Let's do this, ladies. It is time to empower ourselves, and that means our mental health, emotional well-being, and physical safety is in the palm of our hands. No More Assholes, also an audiobook, also in Spanish, also a workbook with bonus material, also a 7-week self-directed course in the link in my bio. I got you covered, my loves. Now, once you find this amazing, amazing male that you will find with my methodology, you grab After the First Kiss, make your new relationship rock solid from day one. Thank you, Ms. Kat. Then you move into your Fix That Shit books to enhance your communication with conflict resolution and have a zero fight relationship. I will literally teach you how. Ladies, I am 9 years of zero fighting. It is freaking amazing. I also have Fix That Shit for men. Give me one sec. Woo. There we go. Fix That Shit for men. Now, speaking of my men, who we love, by the way, we love men. Men are awesome. We also have a dating book for men. This is to help men heal from past breakups or divorce and select the right long-term partner the way I teach women. Observation before selection. No more girls for my men. You get a woman. Here's the free dating book in the link in my bio. Fake Love Need Not Apply. How to identify and remove posers, losers, scammers, and predators. Also, let's not leave the teens in the dark, because now that you know better, these predators are looking for the next round of uninformed, naive, uneducated people. That is your teens. So educate them so that they're not preyed upon because they don't know better. Getting into your mental health, emotional well-being, we have Say Yes to Goodness, 10 steps for a complete happy you to evolve your happiness in 10 key areas of your life that affect you mentally and emotionally. Custom Made is career coaching. You're going to monetize. If you don't know yet, by the way, this is 2 parts. You're going to identify and then monetize your purpose, passion, and talent, just like Mama did. And the Glow Up Journal is a 60-day journey designed to increase your self-esteem by biohacking your brain. I will guide you through 60 days of journaling and activities to get you elevating your self-esteem at an expedited pace. So if you've ever been abused, grab this and do the work so that you are never abused again. Don't forget, there's the No More Assholes workbook with bonus material, but there's also the Fix That Shit workbooks. So we have Fix That Shit for women and the Fix That Shit for men workbooks. Now, in addition to finding the buttons to get your paperbacks on Amazon, ebook bundle deals, audio books, free book, in the link in my bio, there's also a free starter guide for singles, free starter guide for couples, and I will be live in Niagara Falls on October 25th if you want to come see me. In person or virtual, it is a full day event, 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. with a ton of stuff going on that day. It is a spectacular day. Now, these failures that we see in my comment section, right? These failed males, they failed to be the selection. They try to turn their low body count, in other words, all the rejections they experience into a flex. I have low body count, makes me high value. We see through their lies. How? By letting them talk. That's your strategy, ladies. Don't fall for the biggest scam in dating, which is a kiss on your lips before you know who they are. Use this and make sure you get rid of these failures, because we want real men, not selfish short-term thinkers like these guys. We want the real men who can stand confidently in the present, not the guys who can't look at a female without wanting to think about other male genitalia. All right, ladies, let's go. Supreme, welcome back. Hi.
It's actually it wasn't really a question on the board.
Okay.
It's I don't know if you if you you give your opinions on breakups and stuff, because I'm kind of going through something right now.
Advice.
And,
I can give advice, my love. Yes, and I'm very good at it.
yeah, so I pretty much gotten broken up with, and I don't know if I should try chasing her or leaving her alone.
Okay. So she broke up with you,
Yeah,
and what was her reason?
she said something how she doesn't see a future with me, and how we're not emotional compatible or something like that.
Not emotionally compatible. And when you think about why she said you're not emotionally compatible, what do you think the reason is?
I guess we have different views on certain things.
But views are not emotions. Does that mean that you got very amped about your different views?
No, to be honest with you, she made it seem like our relationship was perfect until randomly we were supposed to go on vacation the next day, and at 9 p.m. at night she came over and kind of broke up with me.
What do you think was the conversation that made her feel like you had different views?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. We had no arguments, but she just
Right, but people don't need to argue, because arguing is a lack of acceptance. And so maybe she detected something like an overabundance of uncontrolled emotions or a toxic view. And she said to herself, I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to say to him, hey, I noticed this about you, and for me, you're wrong until you change. Only for, maybe you to say, well, why would I change? Or for you to say, okay, but then maybe you do for a little bit, but then you just go back to who you are, because it's who you are.
Oh, sorry. Were you talking?
Maybe she just saw that there was a difference she didn't want to try to change. And she said, not for me, thanks.
Well, we kind of got into an argument because she didn't like the way like me and my friends joke around. Like we're kind of
Like, what did she say was not hitting
Like-
right?
like she thinks I'm like racist and homophobic and stuff. But like
What you and your friends were saying?
yeah, like we don't like it's just like me and my friends talking. Like we're not like actually like going out to someone and like saying something bad.
No,
But she didn't like that.
You're saying it in your safe space, and she said, "I feel like you're racist and homophobic."
Yeah, pretty much.
But she
Then I-
heard you speak.
Because you are. If you're, it doesn't matter where you're saying it. If you're saying it, period, you are racist and homophobic.
Let me point out what happened.
uh,
Let me point out what happened.
she got mad
Let
that I
me
was
point
smoking.
out what happened.
Yeah, sure.
He heard you speaking in the environment where you were unfiltered because you feel the safest to say exactly what you think and feel. She heard you say those words and she said, "This guy's not for me."
No, she didn't. That's not what happened. So pretty much, she like we would joke and stuff. Like not me personally. Like my friends would like laugh and stuff. Like laugh and stuff, and I would laugh as well.
And did she hear you say, "Dude, that's not cool"?
Pardon me?
Did she hear you say, "Dude, that's not cool"?
No, she never said that.
No, she didn't. So that means you are complicit. You go along because it is your style.
Yeah.
There you go. And that's not her style. So she said, "Not for me, thank you," and calmly carried on. Do you chase after her? Absolutely not.
hmm But we had an argument like maybe 5 days before we went to a cottage with my friends.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I'm like, yeah, don't worry, like I won't say anything anymore. Then I went to the cottage with my
I won't
friends.
say
But my-
those things anymore.
yeah, like I won't joke about it. Like I won't laugh about it.
No, but I mean, she already understands how you think and feel because she's already seen the evidence. And as long as you have those friends, she understands that's how you think and feel because like attracts like, and that's your comfort zone.
Yeah, so pretty much.
Who, like Ripple said, people who aren't racist or not homophobic don't make jokes like that. Like I don't joke around like that. I don't say those things because I'm not racist and I'm not.
I mean, I don't say those things.
Sorry,
either.
I'm sorry. I want to
But
chime
that-
in
but-
because I'm myself gay and I love those jokes. I don't know if it's not like I'm hurting the environmental community. I'm myself gay, but it's very funny to me. And I don't know if it sounds like that to the observer. I can understand them, but it's not my position.
So, interruption. Blue Panda has to bring 4 pieces of information, not a single word otherwise. That's title of the peer-reviewed study they read, website they found it on, page number and paragraph number. And if you say anything but, I will delete you for lies, fear-mongering, and disinformation. Carry on, guys.
But anyways, yeah. So I was
Hang
just
on, Diane never finished what she was saying. I don't think. I felt like Diane got cut off. Or did you finish?
It's okay.
I kind of feel like I don't want to go down the path of tell us what was said because this is not a safe space to do that, and I don't, for the sake of our listeners, also don't want to do that.
Mhm.
The bottom line is, it doesn't matter if you said it or not. You're in an environment where you're complicit in it.
Yeah.
You're laughing about it. You're allowing it. You're accepting it in your environment. She doesn't like it. She doesn't want to be in that environment, and she doesn't want to be with someone who allows that in their environment. So I think Chantel is correct. No, don't chase after her. Period. We don't need to know more. There's nothing else that we need to know. She answered your question.
Yeah.
There's nothing else she can do for you.
Okay.
How long are you guys dating for?
6 months.
Do you feel you lost a good one?
And yeah, I mean, I kind of liked her a lot, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
She needs to be with somebody who shows more understanding of people that are other demographics.
I mean, I understood her. Like I stopped making fun of. I stopped like laughing and shit like that. But like,
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
enough anymore, right? Like we live in a culture now where males are saying they protect females, but they're not. When you hear people say stuff like that and you don't say, dude, that's not cool, to reduce those behaviors in the world in general, you're taking part, because it's either or. Either you're supporting or you're changing it. So since you're not changing it, you're supporting it. That's the world you live in now. Us women are looking at you going, what are you doing, by the way? Are you standing silently by while people are abusive to other demographics? Or are you looking them straight in the eye going, dude, that's not cool. It's 2025. We don't do that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
A quick question: are you a white man?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially for white men, especially.
I mean, I wasn't saying the N word or anything. I was just laughing.
I don't care. I do not care.
You were
White
complicit.
men, especially.
You were going with it because it was your style. You were not opposed to it, so you were in it, right? You weren't showing it's not cool. You weren't changing it. You weren't correcting the behavior you witnessed. You allowed it. It's just as bad as you witnessing your buddy as, say, a girl, a woman, and you not do anything. Because if you're watching it happen and you're saying nothing, what do you think of yourself? If you saw your buddy as, say, a girl and you did nothing, what would you think of yourself?
As a loser?
Yes, it's the same thing, my love.
Mm-hmm.
And she looked at you being complicit and she went, I don't want a loser. I want somebody who stands up for other demographics.
Yeah. I see it now. All right.
So ask, like, you already know the solution, how you need to change yourself, but what is the emotion that makes you wanna chase?
Oh, because she was a good one, Dio.
I don't know. I just felt a close connection with her.
Yes, but what is the emotion that makes you wanna chase right now?
Is it grief? Is it longing? Is it love?
Yeah, it's love.
What is it?
It's love.
Love? Dio?
How do you know that it is specifically love?
Because I haven't really felt that way towards a girl.
That you feel yourself that certain way?
Yeah.
Is it kind of fearful or is it kind of peaceful?
It's peaceful.
Yeah, it's more like
Yeah. Wait 1 second. Sorry.
Yeah, I think he's busy.
I know, it's mom. It's mom. That's cute. That's cute. I was taking a second there to listen to the butt dial. Look at this, guys. This is my white hair. Like, this is me only using like one color of blonde dye, and I'm only doing this, but this right here, this is just my white hair with the blonde dye. Anyway.
Okay.
Start to become a silver fox.
Should I transition? Is it time?
Your color, it's beautiful. I like forcing my mother to embrace her color because I know her, like my grandmother. She has very beautiful silver color of her natural hair when it started to lose color. And I like really love people with white hair when it's losing color. I don't know, but maybe it's something about me because I love people all ages, and even those people that age and how they look, I love it. I adore it. I adore all the spectrum of humanity, and those I always encourage people to go into that because you will be beautiful.
Okay, I'm back. Wait, what were you saying?
Hi. Okay. I don't know. Where were we?
Oh, I was asking about the emotion, and you pointed out that it is kind of peaceful emotion. And within that peacefulness, do you feel yourself more safe, or do you feel yourself more like you need to do something for that peaceful?
Like more safe.
Right now, you already had a unique and beautiful possibility to find that feeling. And it doesn't mean that that feeling will never happen again, and it doesn't mean that you lost something. You actually gained the experience, and you happen to meet the person that has high enough standard to not only give you that emotion, but to retract themselves, to give you space for yourself, for you to educate yourself. And that's what your path should be right now. You need to focus on yourself, you need to develop yourself, and she gave you reasons, and she gave you the vector which you need to follow. And then when you will finish that path, maybe you will want to try to talk to her again, but that's the only way when you will have a possibility to really chase her, because you will be chasing her as someone that she will be also thinking that she deserves. But right now, in that place that you are right now, you will be only someone who will be trying to chase her, but will never meet her at the same spot. That means that you will be always running, but never get to the finish line.
Yeah.
Can I just say something? Oh, Chantal, did you want to say something?
No, I'll let you guys. I do want to continue the conversation with him after you guys, but I want to let you go first.
Okay. Um, I everything Dio said spot on, and I think that having that information from her is actually really a big deal because it does give you something that you can use as a way to grow. And
Mhm.
not everyone gets that from a breakup or the end of a relationship, and you're either going to use that as something to grow from and better yourself or not. So if you do, great. I hope you do because yeah, we need better people in this world, period. But
Mhm.
I would say if you do decide to reach back out to her at some point, not right now, like definitely take time to work on yourself and better yourself so you can show her the change instead of just where you're at now. You know what I mean? You need to be able to come back and show her that you have actually evolved since now.
Whether
Yeah.
showing her or the next person would see that he's not surrounded by people who punch down.
Mhm.
What did you guys argue about? You said like you argued like about 5 days before that.
I don't know. She like we were at like some kind of like party thing, and some like dude like some dude like with like a really like a really like zesty voice came in, and like my friend started like smiling at me, and I kind of like smirked, and she got pissed off about it, and she was saying something like how like she doesn't want to be with someone that's rude or something. I was like, yeah, fair enough. Like I wasn't gonna do it no more or anything. Then we pretty much went to a cottage 5 days later, and I completely stopped. But it was more like my friends were edging it on a bit,
Yeah.
and I guess she didn't really like it, and she broke up with me the day after we got back.
Yeah. So would you change your friend circle? Would you interject? Like, would you tell your friends, guys, this isn't cool for us to talk like this nowadays? Like, it's not cool. Like we should be adulting a little bit better and not punching down on people. Like, would you say that? Would you do that?
Yeah, like if there's someone like we're not really familiar with that comes in, like I would totally be like, yo guys, like just chill out a bit, you know.
And
But like
things they would say if you did that, because that would be a new behavior on your part, wouldn't it?
yeah,
What would they do? What would their reaction be?
I feel like they would understand because it's like they're not really familiar with the person.
What if you had a talk with your friends, like soon? Like, when are you seeing them as a group again?
I don't know, like 2 weeks ago or 2 weeks later or 2 weeks from now. My bad.
Is it an event? What is it?
No, it's just like we're going to like a club.
Okay, going out. Cool.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to think of a way.
Can I just?
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
I'm just trying to think of a way where, because here's the thing in my head. If he has a conversation with them and he goes, guys, I just fucking lost a relationship on this bullshit. Like, I don't want to do that again. I don't want to be surrounded by people who punch down. It's not cool to punch down. Women don't find it cool when guys punch down. I want to act more like a man than some dude guy who punches down. Like I want to act more like a man. I want us to act more like men. Can we agree as a group to monitor our language better? We might think this stuff because we're used to thinking it, but can we start catching ourselves and not saying this shit out loud? And hopefully it dies off in our brain because it's dysfunctional anyways. And if one of us does slip up, another one of us goes, dude, that's not cool. And we're like, yeah, you're right, not cool. And then we like, can we do that now as a group? Do you think you can do that to your friends?
Yeah.
If you did that, and if your friends agreed, for me, the next step is writing this woman who broke up with you a 3-part apology. Hey, I'm sorry you saw these things in my friend group. I realize you felt like I was not a suitable candidate for you because you are obviously kinder, more empathetic, more responsible, and that's not what you saw in us. And I took some time to think about that, and I talked to my friends. And I said, I'm not going to lose another relationship with this kind of bullshit behavior. And my friends agreed it's time for us to grow up and stop doing this. And I plan to keep that promise to myself and to keep my friends accountable to their behavior. And if my friends choose to be racist and homophobic, I will find new friends.
But you know the hard thing is that my friend, he's actually dating her twin sister, and he's worse than me. And then now whenever he hangs out with her, like she would sometimes be with them. So like if she's okay to like hang out with him, then I don't understand why
No,
she
but
left
she's
me.
not effing him. She's not sucking his D. And she doesn't want to suck the D of somebody who's homophobic and racist, apparently.
But I'm not homophobic and racist. I'm just there like
Who
in the
goes
moment.
along with it, who goes along with punching down because he's comfortable with the idea of punching down. Because that's what it
This
is like. Go on, Diane.
No, I'm sorry, Chantal.
No, it's
But
okay.
but that's the issue. Like my concern is if you like, you know, she called you out on something, you're like, I won't do it again. She calls you out on something, I won't do it again. She doesn't want to have to teach you, which is what we're saying now. Like women, like we're not trying to up level you. We're not building you up. We're not working on you. Like women now want men who are developed, who are intelligent and compassionate and caring. And my concern is you changing your behavior. Are you doing it to please somebody else or because you recognize that your behavior is wrong and the mindset that goes with it is wrong? Because if you're just changing the behavior to look better to a woman and you're not actually changing your perspective and your mindset, it's not going to be solid. It's not going to be a solid change.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Point out from how you are trying to talk about this situation, you are still in that space where you think that there is a part of your responsibility in what happened, but you don't want to fully acknowledge the responsibility of you over the group in which you are participating and their actions that they are taking. Why so?
Wait, pardon me?
From how you were talking about this, when Chantal points out about that she was that girl doesn't want someone homophobic and racist, you were saying all the time you are trying to mention, or at least you are mentioning it in your thoughts, that I was not doing that. That means that you, on some part, you agree that you have responsibility for that, but on the most part, like 75%, you do not agree with that, that you carry the responsibility for participating in the group that portrays those behaviors and communication. I'm asking, why do you not want to accept that responsibility for the behavior of the group that you are in?
Um, I mean, I sort of do accept it. Like that's just the group I'm in. I don't know, to be honest. I don't really have a response.
Let's do this from the perspective of the observer. I am observing you, or you observing me, and I am in the certain group of people, and they behave the certain way. I
Yeah.
am calm and silence. I do not talk in that group. But would you assume something about me based on their behavior while I'm in that group?
I mean, sort of, because like if you're in the group, you kind of like.
Yes, and it's the same what is done towards you. But what you are doing right now is fundamental attribution error. You are explaining yourself from the perspective like, yes, I am in that environment, but it's not about me. I'm just put in that environment. It's just somehow comfortable environment, but it's not always comfortable environment, and it's not
Yeah,
explaining me.
yeah,
But
but
for
it's,
the observer won't make that mistake, and they will think like, oh, you are in that group, so you identify yourself with that group, and you have similarities with that group, and it is like cool for you to be in that group. They won't be thinking from the perspective of your specific vision, how you try to define or like justify yourself, etc. Do you get what I mean?
yeah, but even if I try to leave the group, I really can't because my friend is still dating her twin sister, so I'm eventually gonna always see him. You know.
Yes, but
Her anymore. That doesn't even make sense.
I know, but when I was dating her,
But you're not dating her anymore. What Dio is
Depends.
saying is you're not taking responsibility for your choices. You're like, oh, it's just the group I'm in, as if you don't have a choice to change your surroundings. This is the problem. The core problem here is that you're acknowledging like somewhat behavior, but you're really not taking responsibility for your role in all of this. Like you're really not from what you're saying. And that's where you need to lean into and look at it.
okay.
yes, like from your perspective, like she sees you in that environment, who had to bear the consequences of her seeing in that environment? Would you expect her to think something about you and you not doing something in that environment? Or she should have like blamed all of your friends but say that you are special and you do not carry the responsibility uh, for that group?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like I'm gonna have to face the consequence for being in that group, you know, because like she.
Either face the consequences of being in that group
No,
around
I'm saying like
people.
I'm pretty much am facing the consequences in being in that group, and that's what she
Oh, yeah,
saw.
okay. I thought you were saying like in the future. I was like, you're not listening. Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, I
You
understand.
should you should be uncomfortable with this is I think this is what you're missing is to be the kind of person she wants or that a lot of women want. You should be uncomfortable with that behavior and that sense of humor and those types of jokes.
And you should not be allowing it in your presence. It
Yeah.
should be
Yeah,
it should be a hard no.
Okay. Yeah.
I agree with you guys. I just feel like I understand what it's like to be indoctrinated in that type of environment. So I don't know if that is what you have been indoctrinated into and it's like the normal for you to grow up in that or what. But at some point when people call it out and you have an opportunity to change it, then you don't have an excuse anymore. And this is that point. If it hasn't happened yet, this is definitely one of those points where it's like, okay, you have the opportunity now to change it. There is no excuse beyond this point.
Yeah. Okay.
Feel like I don't know if you are all okay with it. If no, we can move on. But the problem I have, I still think that you don't think that you are responsible at full that you are in that group, because what you were saying is that I do not carry responsibility for being in that group basically when I'm like seeing through what we were talking, and you are saying like I don't have a choice, I will still have to be in that group, and you were saying like I was just there, and those words just say to me that I don't think that I have to carry that responsibility, and it's still something that I think that you will need to work on, because you need to understand where your responsibility really is.
Mm-hmm. All right. But you're saying right now, like, don't chase her, just leave.
Her, and the only thing that you can do is follow Chantal's method with an apology, if you will have a possibility to change the group that you are in. But still, in that moment, it's, for me specifically, I do agree that it might be very good method, but from my perspective as a psychologist, I think that it will be from the standpoint I want to show her that I am able to change. But the problem for me is, why wouldn't I recommend her when she will hear that apology to accept it? Because from my perspective, it would sound like I am able to change, but I have not changed fully yet. And that is the problem. Why wouldn't I say to her, like, accept that apology and move on with him? I would say, like, that there were not enough time for him to restructure his personality, values, and how he behaves in order for us to be certain that his character really changed. Do you get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's why decide, like, leave it, change yourself for yourself, believe that this change is really yours and it is your new personality, and you can define your values, and within your values is something that interconnects with her values, then you can come back. That is my vision, but Chantal has maybe something else to say.
Okay.
I'm good. So, Supreme,
Yeah.
you got a lot of words here. I don't know what you're going to do with them, but if you do something with it, come back and update us. Will you do that?
Yeah, of course.
I want to show you. Do you read books, by the way?
Not really.
Okay, never mind. Have a good one.
Usual.
Okay. Emily?
My like similar thing that happened to me and I immediately after a situation similar to that, I just broke up with my ex, and I couldn't be with a person like that. So what had happened was I was hanging out with my ex and his friends, and they were making fun of a disabled person. And immediately I was like, no, you don't act like that. You guys, that's just, I can't conform to the way that they were thinking. So it was just them them acting like that, and it was like the first time hanging out with their friends, I guess. Like, and you don't see how they act like with one-on-one with you and that person, they act different. And then when they're with their friends, they act a different way. Maybe they agree, maybe they don't agree to it, but they're still laughing and partaking in it. So it was just for me, you know.
It was a turn on. Yeah. Thank you, Emily.
Yeah, it was a turn off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. And it should be, right? It should be a turnoff to see somebody punch down. So good for you. This is women changing the world, right? By having zero tolerance for abusive behaviors and zero tolerance for people who support abusive behaviors. And in this way, women will choose, or we will choose to eliminate abusive behaviors because natural selection will take place. There will be less breeding with males with abusive behaviors. Thank you for taking part in natural selection, Emily. Also, Emily, Freedom Bell. Rose, can you do me a favor? Rose, say hello. Say hello, Rose. Guess what I was thinking about yesterday? You, yes, you. I was thinking about you yesterday. I was like, Rose, where's Rose been? I haven't seen her for a while. I was thinking about you. It looks like I brought you in today. I love that. Hey, my love. Good to see you back. Jason, what did you want to come say, my love? What topic are you here for? Oh, but he was so eager. Yes, that's okay. Oh, the schedule changed. That's right. That's right. 6 p.m. now. I'm going to be writing a book. I am writing a book. I'm going to be publishing a book in October, releasing another one. How many is that? How many? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Because I've also written a book for the LGBTQ community. I don't have it in hand. You can find it on Amazon. It is the No Kissing for 3 Months Dating methodology for the LGBTQ plus community. So book number 14 coming out in October. Ooh, she's busy. Ripple, where'd you go? She works hard for the money. It's not insane. Married people met and work. My sister, bro of a friend. Everyone I know that's not insane. Married people they met in work, or sister, bro of a friend, right? Yes, like they got with somebody with references. In other words, right? They got with somebody they could observe over time and start to see their patterns and natural behaviors. Period. Hello, Jimmy. Rose, welcome back. Welcome back. So that's funny, Rose. So the schedule changed. We had a mind meld, in my opinion, here. I want to see if that was actually it. Good way of putting it. Because I do a shout out, and you were always there in the shout out, and then I noticed, but I didn't make a connection that it was the time change, and then you weren't there. I just noticed in my shout outs you weren't there, and then yesterday I specifically thought, "Where's Rose?" And I remember where I was when I thought that. Where's Rose? I wonder how Rose is doing, and I had this whole train of thought about you. So how did you come back here? Yes, it definitely matters to losers because you need to be a loser to be controlling, insecure, stuck in the past, and PP obsessed. So how'd you find me again, Rose? How did you find me? Like, what was the train of thoughts and behaviors that brought you back here today? I want to know the story. Where's Chantal? So cute. I love you back. By the way, the Where's Chantal, I love it when people say to me, and I never prompt people to say this. I don't put this in people's heads. When I do coaching sessions, I don't say blah, blah, blah. You get to something, ask yourself, what would Chantal say? This is never something I've instructed people to think. But organically, people have been coming to me and saying, oh, I had this thing happen. I was at a crossroads. And I went, whoa, what would Chantal say? What would Chantal do? And when I just for me to see that, I get shivers in my cheeks. Like it's amazing. Anyways, So that just kind of brought me to that. Where's Chantal? Where'd she go? I always have the link in my bio for my live streams so that to make it easy for you to find me. No, don't hit on me. If you are hitting on me, I will remove you because it is a disrespect to me, my relationship, my man, and I do not tolerate that, not for 1 second. Yes, a lot of false males out there, a lot of false males, a lot of trust me bros. Trust me, bro, I'm the man you're looking for. Meanwhile, he's the guy we don't want. Nope, no falsehood. That's why we do the no kissing for 3 months dating methodology. We don't want anybody who puts on a false facade trying to win us over when in fact they're not the one. You ain't got no man, Matt. Matt wants a man. Look at that, ladies. Matt looks at me, thinks about male genitalia, finds himself wanting the male genitalia. Okay, baby, obsessed. Not on TikTok. Okay. Why does past matter in all aspects of life except dating history? Genuine question. What do you mean past matters in all aspects of life? What do you mean by that? Ooh. We got a ran through mail. Said she. Hello, Marianne. My heart was broken. No, don't say that. Oh, is that Marlon? Was that Marlon from yesterday? Mr. Marlon, welcome back. My heart was broken when Chantal said she was married. Don't say that. That's the opposite of what I want to hear. I want to hear, wow, I'm glad she's a leader. Wow, I'm glad she figured it out and she's showing us the way. Wow, I'm glad she has such a great relationship. I want to strive to have something that great. Wow, her man seems like such a good man when I hear her talk about him. Thank you. I want to be a man like that. Those are the things I want to hear, but don't say your heart is broken because I'm with somebody so amazing. Living by example, that's what a leader is, my love. A leader says, look at me, you want this? Follow my lead, let me show you the way. A Sherpa says, you want to get to the top of Mount Everest? I've been there. I can show you the way and I can carry the burden of knowledge for you. Follow me, I'll show you the way. That's me, that's what I do. You know, don't be sorry, Jeremy. Don't be sorry. Jeremy, I have a question for you. Can you say yes or no? We are talking. That's good enough. Jeremy, are you okay being blocked and deleted? Good. See? So no harm, no foul. You be you, we'll be us. That's it, that's all. Easy peasy. So don't be sorry, okay? It's all good. No harm, no foul. Of course, Dread Zone, of course. No harm, no foul, right? I have no problem blocking and deleting people that are controlling, insecure, stuck in the past, PPS says. He has no problem being blocked and deleted. Both of us carry on, perfectly happy. Can I do it? Tantra, you can do whatever you want, my love. There you go. You think this might be the end for you? What does that mean? What does that mean, my love? The end of what? The end of you here watching me, and you'll be back Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, as I'm here minimum 2 hours Monday to Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Is it bedtime? I know, Dondra, Dread beat you to it. End of your existence. I mean, everybody has the right to decide how long they want to be here. And, you know, if you want to fight that, I recommend you reach out to like 411, 911, something like that. But yeah, we are not the people who choose your behaviors. But if that's not something you want to do, call. Go see your mom. I heard her talking to you about supper. And say, hey, I'm struggling. I'm having a hard time. Can you sign me up for some therapy? You can do that. You have options. No, I can say it's a manipulation and control tactic when there's people stomping around the internet saying body count matters, and I can point out how, Alex. Now, we don't control anybody. You will notice in this live stream that when people come here saying body count matters, I'm not trying to change their mind. In other words, I'm exercising zero control over their choice to believe body count matters. I'm not trying to change them at all. So we're not controlling people, but the people running around saying body count matters, trying to convince women to diminish themselves, they're trying to control us before they met us, which is why they ask, what's your body count? Because those people said to themselves, she can have 4 but not 10. So he made up a rule for her to follow, and he asked her if she followed his rule. That's called being controlling. That's a parent-child dynamic, right? Parents control their children with rules. So when we meet those people, we block and delete them because we don't want controlling people, Alex. Yes, people who don't ask body count show a lot of character because they're showing they're standing confidently in the present, assessing actual data as it presents. Go on, Diane.
If the supreme person is this the guy that was up on the panel for a while that we were talking to?
Yeah.
That's them. So Supreme, if you're struggling with this, you can come to my live Sunday through Thursday evening. I start at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I can help you heal this and unpack it. So it's an opportunity for you to heal that. I'm happy to help you. You've got to come between like I would say 8:35 and 8:45 to 9 o'clock. But I can help you with that.
Naldo has to bring 4 pieces of information. They're not allowed to say one word other than title of the peer-reviewed study they read, website they found it on, page number and paragraph number that talks about pair bonding in human beings. And if you say one word, that's not the 4 pieces of information. I'll remove you for lies, fear-mongering, and disinformation. Yeah, so go see Diane Supreme. But I'm gonna say something to you here, my love. If your ex came here saying my ex is saying he's going to take himself off this planet, I would say to her, block him and don't let him talk to you anymore. And I would say to her, you're not responsible for his decisions and his behaviors. And I would say to her, if you think he's actually going to do it, go ahead and call 911 and send the authorities to his house, but you are no longer dealing with him. That's what I would say to her. So what you need to understand is you are in control of yourself at all times. And so if you need help, go upstairs and go see your mom and go say, Mom, I'm struggling. I'd like you to put me in therapy, okay? Jamie, I know, eh? We love these men. Men are amazing. That's true, Dio. Grief is like the weather. And the weather passes always, always. We are amazing, Marlon. Mr. Dreadsout.
All right, I had to break my own rule and come on to a live on the weekend, and I'm hoping to reach out to Supreme because I've been down that road he's been going down. I've been drinking, I've been smoking, and I've been hoping something would take me off this map, but I didn't go down that road fully, and I came out of the darkness on the other side, and I came out of it a better man than I am now.
Joe, it's not an opinion. To the people who don't think body count matters, people who don't think body count matters stick to facts. People who do think body count matters have an opinion. So those of us who stick to facts reject people who make up opinions that attempt to reduce women's autonomy. We don't want those people.
So Supreme, if you're still here, there's always a way out. There's always a way out, and you will come out of this better than you were going into this. There's always a way out. It's not the end. It's just a new beginning for you.
Yeah, the Delulu is intense with these people who say body count matters. Good, what topic are you here for?
Hello, Chantel.
Hi.
I was swiping through. I've never seen your live or anything before. I saw body count doesn't matter. And just, to me, like what I read there was, and I'm not a red pill guy or anything. I'm just wondering. Sorry, I can't speak.
You were wondering.
Sorry.
You were wondering what? No, Dreadzone, stop. Dreadzone, you're trigger happy. Stop it.
No, I was just wondering. Like I guess I just. Like I'm not like the red pill guys where like they're douchebags and this type of thing, but I just wonder, like, shouldn't our own personal feelings matter? Like me to you, you to me. Like if you and I were to go on a date and there was things I didn't like about you or you didn't like about me, of course, like those are our own personal feelings. So like
yeah. So if I don't like that you were looking for a parent-child dynamic, because I can tell that because you're asking what's my body count, which indicates to me you told yourself the woman you want to choose has followed a rule that you made up for her about how many people she could be with. And a woman who's not looking for a parent-child dynamic, somebody who makes rules for her to follow, is going to reject that person. We logical people who stick to facts, meeting people who make up stories in their head, we're not trying to change you. We're just going, oh, you're one of those, and then we just move
that's
on.
fair enough.
Yes.
But like that's fair enough. But like, couldn't somebody just argue back to you that you made up that other story in your head?
Why argue? Why argue? An argument.
Well, exactly.
An argument is a lack of acceptance.
Right. The argument's again back to you.
Talking. We need to see who you are, identify if you are the person we are looking for or not. If you fail to be what we're looking for, we're not going to argue and go, oh, I noticed that you lack communication skills. Let me tell you you're wrong until you change. I'm not going to do that. Oh, you don't seem to be hardworking. You're wrong until you change. We don't do that. We identify, and if you're not we identify, and if you're not what we want, we say goodbye.
Fair enough, but like, couldn't I just argue the same argument back to you?
Yes, say goodbye. I'm not what you want. You asked me what my body count was, and I said,
well, I never asked you that. Of course I wouldn't ask you that.
Example, right? Like,
yeah,
you asked me what my body count is, and I said, I'm not answering that. And you decide you don't want to deal with me anymore. We go our separate ways, no harm, no foul.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that's fair. But then that doesn't mean that it doesn't matter. That just means that it doesn't matter to you.
No, it doesn't matter to me, which means
Right.
you don't matter to me because you're not my
Right.
preference.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I don't need to have any kind of mental or emotional attachment to anyone who does not meet my preference. I need to remove them entirely.
Yeah, I agree.
Can say that
I can agree
say
with
that
what you're saying.
we can say that it matter. It doesn't. Sorry, we can say that it doesn't matter because it objectively and factually doesn't. People who think it matters are coming up with stories and assumptions and deductions that are not based in reality. They're just from their imagination. That's subjective. But that it doesn't matter is objectively and factually true. So we can say that it doesn't matter.
Wait. So I never made a claim in there, by the way, and that's fair
I
enough.
want to add to what Diane said. So this is a debate, and I am prepared for the debate. My side of the debate is body count does not matter to the people who practice logic and stick to facts. And I have 3 facts for why it does not matter, which is why Diane said it is factually correct that body count does not matter. It is an opinion that body count does matter, and the opinion is based on ego dysfunction or indoctrination, but not facts or science or reality.
Okay, so like if I was P3DO, would you let me around your kids?
So this is the level of toxicity that the people who say body count matters bring, because they equate women's consent.
Because the past matters, right?
I'm not talking to you. Mute him if he talks again. If you unmute yourself, I will remove you for not having any self-respect, any self-control. So the toxicity of the people who say body count matters is so deep. They equal women's consensual, pleasurable sexual history to males who do the worst of the worst to the most innocent people in the world. That's how toxic he is in relation to women's.
Well, I'm not saying it's women.
So goodbye. So that's how toxic he is in relation to women's sexuality. He compares it, equates it to the worst thing a person could do to the most innocent people. This is why we block and delete them. The moment we know they think body count matters, instant block and delete, because we're not here for their toxicity. It's next level delusion for those people to think women like us want anything to do with them. They hate women so much, they hate the very idea of women enjoying their own bodies. That's how much they hate women.
I wanted to go off on him so bad the second he said P3DO, but I contained myself.
Okay.
No, I ran.
From where?
The shop.
Why?
Because I got someone going in the chamber and I give everything in this book. It's my cardio for the year.
I guess so.
Don't speak to me, you motherfucker.
Thank you.
So proud of you. You did so good. I mean that sincerely.
Okay, where were we? My hubby was home. I got a little peck on the lips because I got lip gloss on.
Her lip gloss is popping.
Oh, thank you. Hello, what's your name? Abraham, yes?
Hiya.
Hi, what topic are you here for?
I'd like to talk about the previous conversation you had.
So this is the debate on body count. So the debate topic is being conducted in a fact.
Oh yeah. That's what I wanted.
So you're not going to interrupt me when I talk, by the way, because if that's what you're going to do, I'm going to remove you because you'll be conducting the sin of boring me, and I don't let anybody bore me. I'm way too intelligent for that. So this is a topic which we are conducting in a facts over feelings debate fashion. We're not talking about this in an individualized way because I'm not here to listen to you talk about you. We are here to talk about the subject. A factual way would be like this. Would you agree this is a key?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so a
Yeah,
fact is
yeah.
something outside of you and I, readily agreed upon on site because it is so obvious. So you can choose facts or you can choose science. If you wanted to bring science, I need 4 pieces of information, which is title of the peer-reviewed study you read. The website is on, page number and paragraph number, where you found the words in the study. You want to put that here. We'll go find those words and then you can say them out loud. And this is how we ensure there's no amplification of lies, fear-mongering, or disinformation. Is that fair?
Yeah, it's fair.
Okay, what are you bringing? Facts or science? I didn't hear you. Are you bringing facts or science? Silence is deafening, isn't it? Yes, only insecure, illogical, religiously indoctrinated morons think body count matters. Religious indoctrination means you have daddy issues, you read a book written by dudes with daddy issues, you believe in a sky daddy because you got daddy issues. And then you use your daddy issues as like a control tactic, as the women should subscribe to your daddy issues. It really makes you look ridiculous, which is why we don't talk to people who are religiously indoctrinated, because they don't have any logic to bring. They actually don't even want to hear anything. They think they know everything. Nothing goes into their head. There's no point talking to them. We just immediately remove them. This guy's talking about who he wants. We don't care. I'm not here to look at you.
Christian.
Yeah, we don't want you. Go away. Don't come back. Go to your people. They're waiting for you. Go to church. Leave us alone. Get off your phone. God is not on social media. Get off your phone. By the way, your God hates you. That's why.
No, because like
He put your G-spot in your pooper and then said you're not allowed to play with boys who have the perfect appendage to reach your G-spot. Diane, go on.
if they can't have sex here,
Yeah,
right?
that's how much your
because
God
they're
hates you.
married, and everything is all about like the afterlife. Like it's all about the afterlife and being saved after you die. Does that mean you get to have a lot of sex in heaven with whoever you want? Like, is that
20 virgins, depending on
all
the
the? Oh no! So even in heaven, the virgins don't have consent? Is that what you're telling me? Damn.
How much does your
Apparently,
God
to
love
Christians,
you?
the greatest thing you can do in life is die.
Yes, because that's how much your God hates you. Your God wants you dead. Your God doesn't want you happy. Your God wants you to suffer. And then because you suffered for me, because I hate you so much, you'll finally get the pearly gates. Maybe. if he existed.
Not only does God want them to suffer, He wants them to instill the suffering onto everyone else.
Yes. Yeah, stop knocking on our door.
Did you guys see the newest South Park episode where ICE goes to heaven to deport the immigrants?
I didn't see the episode, I saw the clips.
They go. Yeah, I saw the clips too on TikTok. It's so funny.
Sacrilege! Let me see. How many French swear words can we come up with, Diane? Oh shit, where'd he go? Another zealot.
He went.
Where's your
Throwing bullshit.
husband? He doesn't want you, bro. He's not into boys. You got to look at me and think about a boy. He doesn't do what you do. He looks at me and thinks about me. He doesn't look at me and think about dudes.
Point out that there is in Quran, is if I'm correct, there is a saying that in heaven they have to expect, if they are very good, faithful people, that there will be 72 virgins. But there was one woman that actually retranslated that script, and it is probably more correct to say that it will be one virgin that is 72 years old.
Also, the question that needs to be asked, did it say 72 female virgins?
Oh! I mean, maybe 72 Roman virgins. Greek virgins. But then maybe that would be the reward, right? Like, God is like, I hate you, so I'm going to make you suffer mentally, physically, emotionally, all the suffering. I'm going to put your G-spot in your bum. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you lots of erogenous zones, and then so you're not allowed to touch your own body, not allowed to touch it, not allowed to touch other people's bodies, and not allowed to have your G-spot accessed. Can't do that. Can't do that. But then when you get to heaven, that's where the 72 virgin Greek boys are.
Had such metaphor in my brain was clicking. Maybe that story of Genesis where Adam found the apple, but he wasn't touching it, but Eve touched it. It was about prostate. And it was like an apple of knowledge how man can achieve more pleasure.
So she pegged him.
Yes, and they received knowledge that they couldn't have, and they became God.
He found out. It felt so good. Oh.
A clear metaphor there.
And that was the knowledge he should never have learned. Oh, we are genius. We cracked the code. I hope you religious people are listening and learning. But you know they're not. Do you know why? Because they lack communication skills. They don't hear anything. They lack an open mind. Nothing cracks through that thick skull to the one brain cell they got left. I don't understand anything. My religious indoctrination took away my ability to have critical thinking. Respect women? What? That wasn't my training. I don't respect females. I mean,
not like
a female pegged Adam. I got no respect for females because a female pegged Adam. Go on. More brain cells than eggs?
snake wasn't like an amphibian, then we know what the snake was.
Jamie's all in. I love this. Jamie, is this a new name? Jamie, how long have you been watching me for? So it is done. It is done. You've paid Adam. And so
Yeah, my religious relatives are knowing better than to have a debate with me.
Jamie, look at this. I got 76 people now here. I can still see who my newbies are. Welcome, Jamie. Welcome. Jamie's been having fun, you guys. Jamie, did you know that I'm live Monday to Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time for minimum 2 hours? I'm consistent. I love what I do.
Where are the grasshoppers at?
Where the grasshoppers at. Body count matters because it's immoral. No, you're morally bankrupt because you have to be morally bankrupt to say, I think I have the right to tell other people what to do with their own bodies and sexuality. That's a moral bankruptcy. Morally bankrupt to think you can tell other people what to do with their bodies and sexuality. You have to be morally bankrupt to think you can do that. I didn't. Gonna tune in. Love this. Jimmy, welcome to the tribe. Jimmy, did you hit that follow button yet? Oh, girl, you did. Is it Jimmy ma'am or Jimmy sir? Mentally unstable. Look at this loser, right? What does it take to shove a woman aside and go, enough about you, tell me about the dudes you used to do so I can think about them more than you? Mentally ill. Tell me your body count so I can think about who you used to do more than I think about you and give myself emotions because of my imagination over things that are not currently happening. Mentally ill. That's why we block and delete people who think body count matters, because we didn't right. Controlling, insecure, stuck in the past, pee-pee obsessed, mentally ill, zero accountability for their thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. That's not our type. We get rid of those people. I'm getting rid of this loser because listen, they sinned already, man. I saw a few words and I got bored with the stupidity, bored of the repetitiveness, the bopness, the BOPs, boring, oppressive, PP obsessed. If you bore me, you're gone because it's a sin to bore me. Yes, based on facts. Based on facts. Brando, all this is based on facts. I have 3 facts why body count does not matter to the people who practice logic and stick to facts. They've already filed for moral bankruptcy. I thought somebody was coming up. Oh, look at this. Brando wants me to help him think about other males' genitalia. So, Brando, how many males do you want me to help you think about? What's that magic number of peepees you like to think about slapping up against your face simultaneously, Brando? What's the number that's going to make you happy, Brando? What's going to crank you up, Brando? What number do you want to hear? I'll help you think about those males, Brando. What's the number you want? Yes, body count does matter to people that are born insecure, controlling, stuck in the past.
Diane, I
Go on.
don't know what they mean either, Diane.
Yeah, Jerry, I don't know what the
know.
fuck you're talking about. That's why I said what?
No.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Oh, I know what he means.
Explain himself.
Hey, Jerry, how many times have you scored, buddy?
Hold on. Hello?
Hey, Brando,
Hello?
Brando, if you're going to talk over me, this isn't going to work. So I'm going to ask a question, you're going to answer it. Can you do that?
Of course.
Okay, Brando, what topic are you here for?
I'm here on the topic of the biological factor of like that, women lose it.
You want to bring us science for the body count doesn't matter debate? You want to
Yeah, I
bring
don't
us-
know.
So you have to of the peer-reviewed study, that's right?
Yeah, can anybody like pull it up?
What's the
Like-
title of the peer-reviewed study?
I have no idea. I just know that it's a fact.
So listen, I don't listen to people who take a dump in their hand and then present a pile of poo and try to call it information or science or facts or anything like that. If you're not prepared for an intellectual conversation, I'm unwilling to engage with you because I'm too smart for a lowbrow conversation. I need an intellectual conversation.
Can somebody else pull it up? And then he had nothing for us to pull up? Like, dude, do better.
No, I don't think of
Hey, like, Google it. Go research it. I already have. I already have.
Well, these are the boys who came home from grade 3 and had their mommy help them with homework, right? So they're used to women doing the work for them, but we're not doing the work for them. If they can't like actually show some work ethic, why would we spend any time engaging with them whatsoever? There's no reason to. I didn't write lazy on here, right? So I don't waste my time. Hello, what do I call you?
Ledev.
Ledev. Hey, what topic are you here for?
About the body count doesn't matter.
So this is the debate topic, which we are approaching in a facts over feelings debate methodology. We're not individualizing the debate because, let's put it this way, if you think spinach is yucky and you feel like you never want to eat spinach again, does that mean I should stop eating spinach?
Oh, okay. I see what you're talking about.
Right. So we're not going to start a sentence with I think, I feel, my opinion, my experience. Only facts or science. A fact would be like this. Would you agree this is a key?
Yeah.
A fact is something outside of you and I, agreed upon on site because it is so obvious. And then if you wanted to bring a science, we need 4 pieces of information, which is title of the peer-reviewed study you read, the website you found it on, the page number and paragraph number that has the words you found. We'll go find those words and then you can say them out loud. And this is how we ensure there's no amplification of lies, fear-mongering, or disinformation. Is that fair?
hmm
Okay, what did you want to bring?
I would just go, or I guess for this debate, would religion count as?
What we do not accept is ego dysfunction or indoctrination, facts or science only.
Okay, facts or science. Then I guess the claim would only, I guess, be opinion based. So I wouldn't be able to No,
That
I'm saying I wouldn't be able to argue
so
off of
that makes it
vacation
an
days.
opinion for you to
Yeah,
think
yeah, yeah,
body
yeah.
count
I
matters.
understand. Yeah, so
But I'm
I'm saying I
talking.
wasn't gonna
I'm
argue.
talking. I can't hear.
Sorry,
So
my bad.
that would make it an opinion for you to think a body count matters. I have 3 facts why body count does not matter to the people who practice logic and stick to facts. Would you like to hear the facts?
Sure. I'm not here to like argue against you in like a
I'm
rude
not
way.
arguing. Arguing is a
Okay.
lack of acceptance,
Okay.
and I accept you.
Okay.
I'm
Thank
asking
you.
you if you would like to hear the facts for why body count does not matter to the people who practice logic and stick to facts.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to hear it, please.
Okay, so number 1, if a woman was looking for a long-term relationship and she wanted somebody with all of these qualities no less, would she need to observe someone over time to see if they have all of these qualities, yes or no?
Yeah.
Number 2, if a man was looking for a long-term relationship, he wanted somebody with all of these qualities, would he need to observe someone over time to make sure they are in fact this person, yes or no?
Yeah.
Number 3, if somebody wanted to know if the other person has an STD or STI, do they need to ask the person to go to the doctor, get tested, get the test results, and show the test results, yes or no?
Yeah.
Right. So is it possible that if somebody practiced unsafe sex, slept with one person one time, they could catch an STD?
Yeah.
So if you ask somebody their body count and they said 1, but you didn't ask for testing, do you have the facts about their STD screening results?
I mean, you would have to if you trust them and you thought
No. That's not the question. We're not doing trust me, bro. We are people who look for facts because we are logical. So if I ask somebody what their body count is and they said 1, but I didn't ask for test results, would I have the facts about whether or not they have an STD?
No.
No. So logical people who stick to facts don't ask for a number, they ask for test results. Is it possible that somebody could have a low body count or a 0 body count but not have all of these qualities?
Yeah.
Right. So asking somebody their body count but not spending time with them still doesn't tell us if they're the person we want to commit to. Is that right?
Yeah.
Right. So logical people who stick to facts don't ask for a number to find out if they're the person they want to commit to. They spend time with them observing their behaviors. With my methodology, it's minimum 3 months of observing behaviors to find out who they are before commitment.
But there are some people who, even though like on paper it's easy to be logical, there's some people who aren't logical, and like some people will lie about it, about
We're
results,
taking
and
3
sometimes people
months.
also
3
lie.
months. 3 months of observation. So if you're a liar, what's going to happen is you're going to say something. I store what you say. And then down the road, you say something else. I see the discrepancy. I realize you're a liar. I let you go.
Mhm.
He said that they can lie about their test results.
No,
No, we don't take their word for it.
I've seen people. I'm saying like I've seen people who've like fake results
we
before.
don't. We asked to see the test results, and they're online.
Hmm. Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you. Thank you for your time.
Anytime.
Not coming up. He said disgusting shit in the chat.
Okay. Brando. Who's Brando again? Brando.
He was just up here. He had that. He wanted us to get the study, and you told him to go get it.
Dumbass. Brando, you said you had science. So in the chat now, title of the peer-reviewed study, website it was on, page number, paragraph number, Brando. Deliver. Or was he muted or what? Thank you, mods. Of course. Oh yeah, he was muted. I don't know. Let's play. Nope. AJ. Hi, AJ.
Hi, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me
Yeah,
now?
so I don't know if you're. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you. Yeah. So I was up on this panel. I think about maybe like a year ago. I think when you were first starting this conversation up. I think at the time I was pretty much subscribed to like red pill ideology for like a good amount of my early 20s. You kind of planted a seed in my head a little bit that kind of started to break some of the stuff down, especially now with my experience with certain women. And you're absolutely 100% correct that body count does not matter, especially if you're trying to pick a partner. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to thank you for kind of planting that seed. I think that you are doing like a really good job of like planting the seed of kind of breaking down red pill ideology in a lot of people, well, men mostly. But yeah, and I had a question about you said you've been holding down a marriage for about 20 years. About 9 of that has been without argument, and I kind of wanted to know like what kind of helped that get along for those like 9 years of peace.
Yes. Yeah. So the way to achieve that, it's a 2-part process, okay? So let me grab a couple. My visual aids. Oh, you excite me, my love. Thank you for coming here. Thank you. I really appreciate that. You are a wonderful human being, and I think you're going to get a lot of love in the
We should
comments.
give him the freedom. We should give him the freedom
Oh,
bell.
sir. Yes, of course. Good point by you, Diane. AJ, do you know what this is? AJ, you're muted. Did somebody mute you? Did you mute you? What happened?
And I muted myself. I don't know what that is.
This is the freedom bell. When people come here and tell me they broke up from a toxic relationship, I ring the bell. If people say I blocked somebody who looked like they were going to be toxic, I ring the bell. So you have earned a freedom bell because you freed yourself from toxicity. So here you go. Yay. Well done, AJ. Well done. We are proud of you. We are proud of you because do you know what you've shown? You've shown that you listen. You've shown that you have an open mind. You've shown that you understand things. You've shown respect for women's autonomy. Oh, you're going to get so much love here. Get ready for it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 books. Here we go. So in order to have a 0-fight relationship, it is a 2-part process. Part 1 is your dating strategy. Observation before selection means you pick the person who loves you more than dysfunction. Observation before selection means you pick the person who matches your energy. You define yourself to know what you deserve. Observation before selection means you pick a person who's a 12 out of 12, the 12 character traits, meaning somebody who makes all the right decisions, taking responsibility for themselves. So that's the first part. You need to choose that person. This is the dating book for men to help them find the women, and this is the dating book for women to help them find the men. Now, when you get into that relationship, you now have to deal with yourself. Because before you were in this relationship, I got to mute you when I'm not talking, okay, my love? So before you got into this relationship, you're running around, you're feeling confident, you're feeling free, and then you get into a relationship and some baggage perhaps starts to come up, some triggers start to come up. It is time for you to take full and what I call radical accountability for your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. I teach people to pause before speaking, before acting, and do a certain assessment of their thoughts to see if this is something that they need to be quiet and deal with and fix on their own because it is their problem, or something they should choose to not say because it's negative and has zero functionality in existence. There's no reason to say it, so don't. Or it's positive and you should, because we should always amplify positivity. I'm going to teach you communication skills. I'm going to teach you how to resolve conflict in a way that keeps conflict from turning into a fight or an argument. A fight is chaos. It's called a bar fight, not a bar argument, because of the chaotic behaviors associated to a fight. An argument is a lack of acceptance. You're wrong until you change, and until you change, I bring this up because you're wrong until you change. A disagreement is where you say, I think this is the best book ever. And the other person goes, I think this is the best book ever. And both of you go, Okay, and you go on with your day, not turning a disagreement into a fight or argument. So my husband and I have not had a fight in 9 years. We haven't had an argument in 9 years either. You can unmute, my love. It was just the background noise.
Yeah. Thank you. That answered the one question because I had like two questions. It was that and then what books to recommend, but you've pretty much gotten all of it. My connection's bad right now, so I'm just gonna drop down and yeah. Thank you.
So AJ, these are my 2 books for men. The Perfect Play is my dating book for men. Fix That Shit is my relationship book for men. There's a link in my bio that goes to Amazon.com, which I assume is your Amazon. So you can go ahead and use the buttons in the link in my bio to go grab your books. And then come back and give us some more updates. We love this. JC, I'm here Monday to Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern time, minimum 2 hours. I hold the space consistently to make it easy to come back and find me. And all you need to do is find my social media, TikTok, Instagram. The link in my bio is always going to have a button of where you can find my live streams in case I change time, in case I change location, okay? You're welcome. Thank you. You gave us a lot of pleasure. I do what I do for free because the reward is emotional for me. And that is a rich, rich reward. So I thank you for the reward you gave me tonight. I appreciate that. I'm very grateful for this.
I
I'm
sent
meaning
you
to
a
ask you.
Why don't you go first?
I sent you a timestamp of that if you wanted to clip it.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Thank you. Diane?
I was going to ask you, every time you mention the spinach thing, right? Like if you don't like spinach, does that mean I shouldn't eat spinach? Would it be more analogous to say, if you don't like spinach, should I have never eaten spinach in the past? I was just wondering.
I mean, it's
because every time you
it's
say it in my head, I'm like, wait, it's not the same. I don't know
yeah.
what you think about that.
I mean, we'll try it. Just because you don't like spinach, does that mean I should have never eaten spinach in my past? Oh, I like that. Hello, congratulations. I would love AJ. Are you still here, AJ? Please say yes. I have a request. Wow, tonight went by fast. Oh, yes. Ooh, look at this joy. Okay, would you come on my podcast, AJ? Follow back. Would you be a guest on my podcast? Yes, it does. To
I
people.
wonder if he'd be, I don't know where Chris does that with interviews and stuff, but he might be a good addition too.
Oh, Gio, we're not interested in talking to you. We don't talk to people that are controlling, insecure, stuck in the past, and PP obsessed. Gio, do you have any facts or science to bring? Because if you don't, why would I bring you up? You're not prepared for the debate. Bad connection. Could you repeat? AJ, would you be a guest on my podcast? Would you come on my podcast? Big bag, nope. There's a what's it called? A home inspector. Preston. Look up telegamy. Good. Now you're going to give us 4 pieces of information and you can't say one word until you do. And if you say one word and other than the 4 pieces of information, I will remove you for lies, fear-mongering, and disinformation. So you now have to provide title of the peer-reviewed study, website is on, page number, and paragraph number. And if you don't do that, it shows us that you came here and lied and attempted to spread disinformation. So I'm watching you, Mr. Guzzi. Prove you didn't just lie.
Said yes for sure.
Oh, good. Okay, so AJ, can you do me a favor and send me a DM? Can you send me a DM, AJ?
Also, in that timestamp, I sent you his profile,
Okay. Oh, cool.
if that helps.
Yes,
Yeah.
very much. Thank you. No. If you want to claim science says, you have to prove science says, because we don't accept people taking a dump in their hand and calling a steaming pile of crap science. Science says, because look what I pulled out of my butt. We don't accept that. If you come here saying science says, prove it. Otherwise, you're removed for lying.
There's no it sounds like you're just coming up with an excuse because you don't have science, because there's no reason why you can't share your science with us on this medium. Here.
Everyone is different. So why are there morons running around the internet going, body count definitely matters, you gotta listen to me, I'm saying body count definitely matters? Those people need to sit down and shut up, right? Spin Man? Shouldn't those people sit down and shut up? Spin Man? What do you think?
What you want? I took one look on your profile and I've seen everything I need to see. Dude, your page, nah, we're good on that, my guy. This conversation would be mind-numbing. I wanted to smash my head into a wall just looking at it. And why do you look like that? Do you own a mirror? Hobby Lobby, my guy. You could probably get one for under $10.
It's subjective, exactly. And we get rid of those people because we don't want them. Obviously, they're subjectively toxic, right? So exactly, we don't pick people who make up subjective things and think other people should fall in line with their subjective thinking. We are logical people who stick to facts. So we get rid of those subjective thinkers because they're delusional, dysfunctional, and think they're going to tell other people what to do with their own bodies and sexuality. Absolutely not. They need to sit down and shut up. And so emotional. I'm so emotional, baby. Every time I think of you. Ooh, ooh. Only losers think body count matters. Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Gio, trust me, like I'm not saying that I'm a 10 out of, I'm a 10 on the scale of looks, but I'm not out here trying to control other people's bodily autonomy either. So
Listen, when his bio, you have to his bio says, being a woman doesn't mean displaying yourself for all to see isn't attractive. That's his bio.
Y'all are giving him way too much attention. Fizzle, fizzle.
It's funny to make like hating on women your bio. Like, you must be so mad you're not a woman. I know. I'm sorry for you. You're not a woman.
He is. He's mad. He doesn't have the opportunity to reject sex. He's mad about that. Why do females get to reject sex? I am mad about that. Where's the debate? We're still waiting for somebody to bring facts or science. You? Schoolboy. Okay, so Schoolboy says, where's the debate? So let's, can you come up? Yeah, Schoolboy, invite. He obviously has facts or science. Obviously, he has facts or science. So come up here. There we go. What is it? Facts or science? Hi. Yes, this is a debate.
Pretty much
Or
a
science.
woman.
No, choose. I need, listen, I'm asking you a simple question
Go ahead.
that requires simple words. Choose one of the two, facts or science. Which way are we going with this?
Actual.
Facts. What are your facts?
9 times out of 10, if a woman
That's a
gets approached,
statistic. Statistics are science. In order to bring a science, you need 4 pieces of information for the debate, because this is a debate on facts or science only, and you must be prepared for the debate. I have 3 facts for why body count does not matter to the people who practice logic and stick to facts. You are apparently choosing science. So for science, you need title of the peer-reviewed study you read, the website you found it on, the page number and paragraph number where you found the words you want to say here. We'll go find those words and then you can say them out loud. And this is how we ensure there's no amplification of lies, fear-mongering, or disinformation. Now, since it seems like we're here to bring science because you brought statistics, what is the title of the peer-reviewed study? I thought there was going to be a debate. Oh, they went away. I thought he was here for a debate. I'm still waiting for a proper debate. Since August 2024, by the way. Since August, Jamie. Thank you. Jamie, I've had this prompt out since August 2024. You've heard me say the same thing over and over and over again. When these guys come here to say body count matters, you've heard my spiel, right? I've been doing the same spiel and conducting this debate the same exact way since August 2024, waiting for opposition to bring either a fact or a science, anything other than I think, I feel, my opinion, my experience. In other words, to bring something other than centering themselves. And not a single one, Jamie, since August 2024. And I've had several say, 4 pieces of information? Well, give me a minute. Let me go find it and I'll be back. And Jamie, guess how many came back with 4 pieces of information? Jamie, I'm going to give you one guess. Crazy they want to debate, but they don't know what it means. Oh, they know what it means. 0, you are right, my love. Not a single one. You know what I'm proving? The people who say body count matters don't have any facts or science. Not a single one can bring it. You've heard my 3 facts. Not a single one can bring a fact. They say, I think, I feel, my opinion, my experience. That's not a fact. That's their ego dysfunction or indoctrination, which is not a fact for the rest of the world to follow. Wait, your debate is that it's all right to sleep with 25 people? No, body count does not matter, no matter how high, no matter how low. Your low body count doesn't make you who I want to choose for a long-term relationship. You thinking body count matters, regardless of your body count, makes you a failure to be what I want. You're a failure in communication skills. You're a failure having an open mind. You're a failure to understand basic, simple shit. We call that mental illness. That's why we block and delete you losers, because we didn't write mentally ill on our list of what we're looking for in a long-term relationship. Bye, loser. See, everybody watch Jeb disappear? Just like that. That's how you get rid of a loser. Block, delete, cleanse, remove. It's so easy to get rid of losers. It's easy to remove losers from your environment. It's especially easy when you use my dating methodology, letting them talk. Because the longer you let them talk, the faster you find out how they think. Don't let them occupy your mouth with their kisses, my love. Let them talk. No kissing, no sex, no sleepovers, no exclusivity. Minimum 3 months means no more mistakes. No more mistakes means no more suffering. Yeah, body count matters to some and not others. We don't want the ones who think body count matters. So since we don't want them, they don't matter to us, and body count does not matter. Red. Oh.
There's something revolutionary there.
What is it? What does it refer to? It don't work like that. What does it mean? I don't. Where's the when you use it or that? I don't know what you're referring to. So what is it? No, we can hear you, my love.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can. What topic are you here for?
I'm not sorry. I don't know if this is gonna piss you off. I'm not here to debate you because obviously I don't think body count matters for a woman.
But
Like the guys who say that are dumb.
You're here for the body count.
Sorry, what?
Doesn't matter. You're here for the debate topic. My question was, what topic are you here for? Now I understand you're here. This is the topic you're here to discuss, because there's a lot I can talk about. I just wanted to know what route we were going down with our conversation. So you're here for the debate topic.
Well, yes. I mean, I didn't want to argue against that because obviously, like, I agree with it that like body count doesn't matter. I just wanted to say, I had a different question, but I didn't know if I was allowed to ask that. So if that's not what you're doing here, I can log off. Sorry.
I like questions.
Well, my question was, obviously body count doesn't matter, but as a guy, I have a very low body count, and I've often felt like a failure because of that. So I've always wondered, like, how would, I don't know. I mean, I know that's a dumb question to ask, but like, how do I like overcome that? Because like you're saying, it doesn't matter, and I agree with that. It doesn't matter for guys or girls, but like,
Wonderful. Wonderful.
It's a dumb question. It's not a dumb question.
A wonderful question. I think that's the best question I've had in a long time, actually.
That's good.
Yeah, and so great question. Great question. Thank you for bringing such a good question, genuinely. So if you feel, what was the word? Is it like ashamed? Is that the word you used? Or
Well, yeah.
Or what would be an appropriate emotional word?
Like a failure.
Like
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay. You feel like a failure. Are there any other aspects in your life where you feel like a failure?
I mean, not really. It's not like I'm some like unemployed loser or something. Like I have a job. I work for a foreign company. I'm skilled at like some things. I have like hobbies and stuff, Like I have, friends and family who care about me. I've just always been like very insecure about that, and I'm aware that it's a silly thing to be insecure about, but that doesn't change the feeling,
Right. So I'm going to probe a little bit before I get into the weeds, if that's okay. Just kind of
Hey,
understand
go ahead.
a little better. Okay. Your low body count, is it the result of a lot of you trying but being rejected, or is it the result of you not approaching people and trying in the first place?
A little bit of both. I mean, it's hard for me to like go up to a girl because I'm a straight guy and just sort of like get to that point because I feel like, I mean, I don't know, it's hard for me to just meet people in general just because I'm a very busy guy in high school. I was kind of like an ugly kid and I had no interest in talking to people. I've always been like very socially awkward. So like I've had like not a lot, but like I've had girlfriends and I've had relationships in the past, but I mean it's always felt like compared to like other people, like even people I know personally, like my own siblings or like my friends and stuff, it's always felt like they've been much better at sort of like meeting people and talking to them and having those things go somewhere. And I don't want you guys to think that like every woman I meet, like that's what I'm trying to get out of them, because that's not. It's just something I'm just like, I've realized compared to a lot of people, I feel like being 20 years old now, it's not, it's just embarrassing like how little people I've like met and done things with.
So, my husband was 20 when he popped his cherry.
Oh.
And then he met his first wife, and was with her for a number of years. And then he met me, and I was number 3.
Mm-hmm.
And he was never embarrassed or ashamed or felt like it was a failure to have a low body count. So there's that, right? Like you're not alone. You know what I mean? There's a lot of males who have a low body count, and there's nothing wrong with that. And let me tell you, my husband, I've been with him for 20 years. I have a high body count. I was a stripper for 20 years. I am obviously a good looking girl. So I had my,
Right.
if there was anyone I wanted, I always got what I wanted. And I was also an open-minded person, exploratory person, comfortable person with my body and sexuality. So body count, right? If you ask what my body count is, my answer is I don't know. And the reason is I never counted people like things. I have a lot of experiences. I like all those memories of all those experiences, but it was never important for me to count people like things as though the number validated me in any way, shape, or form. It was never the number that was important. It was the experience that I sought. So he has a low body count. I have a high body count. We have an amazing relationship, been together for 20 years. He never asked me what my body count was because this confident man never cared about body count, didn't care about his, didn't care about mine. So what you're calling a failure, I'm calling a lack of confidence. Now, your question to me is, how do I stop feeling like a failure over my body count? The way I'm going to answer that is to help you understand how to build your confidence. And you mentioned that you were a short man. There's a couple things for you to understand. One, confidence is the sexiest trait, not height. 2, making a woman laugh will always get you between her legs.
Right.
Watch this. Ladies, am I right or am I wrong?
I mean, no, you're right. You're right. I mean, I think a lot of guys also kind of like blow it out of proportion, like there's certain things like we think women don't find attractive, because there are guys who are like, it's almost like hard to believe they even have girlfriends, like respectfully, like if you're going based off like conventional looks. But there are guys who are like 5s and they're with like 10s. Like it can happen, you know. It's like what that person sees in them. So you're absolutely right.
Do you want to be a guy or do you want to be a man?
A man.
Yeah, my love. So we got to increase that confidence, okay? Because guys lack confidence. Men are confident. When you see a short man with a smoking hot woman, it's because he's confident and he's funny. I guarantee you.
Right.
So,
Right.
do you read books?
Do I read books? Is that the question? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Yes. Do you read books?
Yes, I do read books. Yeah.
I
I've
got
always loved to read.
Oh, really? Oh, I like to hear that. Thank you, sir. So I wrote a bunch of books. I wrote all these books. And I wrote 2 for men. So these are my 2 books for men. This is the dating book for men. I'm going to teach you how to be confident. I'm going to coach you, guide you, have you do specific exercises that will increase your confidence because they're going to change your brain structure. Okay?
Right.
Have you heard the term biohacking?
Yes, I've heard it from my dad. He talks about stuff like that a lot, and my therapist has mentioned stuff like that.
Yes. We're going to biohack your confidence. We're going to access your brain structure and change your confidence through your brain structure. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to biohack you. We're going to increase your confidence because you're going to do the work, the coaching that's in this book. You're going to increase your confidence. Because you have this book, you will understand how to date in an efficient and effective manner. Date in a way that attracts the kind of woman you would want to be with and has you getting rid of the kind of selfish short-term thinkers who would be detrimental to your mental health, emotional well-being, your body, your safety, your financial resources. So I'm going to teach you how to increase your confidence, be the man a woman is looking for, and select the woman you want. Now, this one is going to help you keep her because you're going to learn to take responsibility for your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors and be the functional partner that makes her feel so safe, she'll never want to move on from you.
Right. I would just like to say real quick, I really hope I didn't come off across as like very shallow or anything by saying this. I understand the entire point of this live is to like dissuade like the myth that like body count is like this super important thing, but I also want to be honest about how I feel.
So
Even the whole point of this live, this prompt is really to open up the floor to much larger conversations. So no, you did
Okay.
not come off as cringe or anything. I'm enjoying this
Okay,
personally.
that's good. That's good because I've seen this live like a lot, and I've seen like many other conversations that aren't very enjoyable. So I'm glad this one is like actually kind of decent.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Which thank you.
you know, Red, like I want to, a few things I wanted to say. First of all, you know, listen, your openness and vulnerability, that's attractive. That's fucking sexy from a man, okay? First of all.
Yeah.
Secondly, as a 5'2" woman, like height is not an issue for me. Maybe some taller women, you know, they prefer a taller man. I get it. But there's a
Right.
lot of women who don't give a shit about height, right?
Right.
Like I think there's probably more women who don't care about height than there are women who care about height enough that they would
Right.
refuse somebody, right?
Mhm.
And if the
Yes.
woman is going to say no to you purely because of your height, then she's not the woman for you. Then she doesn't have the
Right.
character that you're looking for, right?
Right.
The last thing I wanted to say is I'm not a therapist, but I'm an energy healer, and I host a live Sunday through Thursday starting at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and I help people release insecurities, trauma, like all kinds of emotional baggage. So you're more than welcome to come to one of my lives, and I'll help you move through it. Like we could probably knock this down in one session, even depending on how much, you know, how many layers there are underneath. But I just wanted to, you know, throw that out there. If you want to actually like work on it quickly and soon, come to one of my lives. I'll be happy to help you.
Thank you. I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah. We're here for you, my love. We are. Very much so.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, Ren,
So
let me ask.
my bad.
I got a quick question. How do you feel being here with the way that we are talking to you? What is like, do you feel calm? Do you feel something, anything, warm, fuzzy, anything like that?
You know, I feel very calm. It feels like a very relaxed and open space. This is good. I don't feel anything bad right now. This is good. Thank you guys. I appreciate the time a lot.
I want to make a point here. Do you know what you're experiencing here? It's called matriarchy. This is what matriarchy is.
I mean, it doesn't feel bad.
I know, it's amazing. I want to turn more people on to matriarchy. It's quite great. It's great for me. It's great for you.
Right.
All right, come back anytime. Don't forget, I'm here Monday to Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern time for minimum 2 hours. If I ever change times or location, there's a link in my bio on Instagram or TikTok where you can find me.
All right. Thank you guys so much. I'll definitely check out your books. Thank you.
Come back, keep me posted, okay? I'm here. That's why I keep this consistent space to let you come back. Like I make it easy for me to find me, to come and talk to me, to give me that feedback, okay?
Hey, absolutely. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful night. Bye.
Yes, we've been getting some greatness, haven't we?
Bill said, no disrespect, but in the video, it states that most high body count women are more picky. What video are you talking about?
Exactly what I was about to ask, Diane. Like,
That makes sense, right? If you have a higher body count, you're more picky because with more experience, you know better, right? Yeah? No?
no, what video we're supposed to know that he's referencing?
Right. True. That was positive, Lubentas. We've had some goodness, some very, very good goodness.
The way he said it though about being picky, he's saying that quiet part out loud. You know how so many of them they don't She's actually acknowledging it. I'm insecure. She's too picky and she won't pick me.
Right? I love how Hot Apple is laughing over that. No, the higher the body count, the less the pair bond. Good. So Reaper has to prove he's not lying by now providing 4 pieces of information, which is title of the peer-reviewed study. He read that in, website he found it on, page number and paragraph number where he read those words. And if he doesn't provide that, it's because he never read a peer-reviewed study, meaning he came here and lied and attempted to spread disinformation. So he can't say a word until he provides the 4 pieces of information to prove he didn't just lie. Apple user. Hey, Apple.
Hello.
Hey, what are we here for?
I guess I don't quite understand what you mean by body count doesn't matter.
So my part of the debate that I am prepared to back up is body count does not matter to the people who practice logic and stick to facts. And I'm only hosting this debate in a facts over feelings debate methodology. So we're not individualizing the topic, meaning I'm not debating you on you. We're only debating the topic itself in a factual or scientific way. So you could choose one of the two, factual or scientific, but not individual.
Okay. I don't have scientific knowledge, but I can try my best to. But I would assume it doesn't matter.
We don't do assumptions. An assumption, by definition, if you look it up in the dictionary, is a belief without evidence. I don't accept non-evidence for this debate. I'm only accepting facts or science. And if you're bringing science, you have to start with the 4 pieces of information. We have to go find the words you found in the study, and then you can say them out loud. And this is how we ensure there's no amplification of lies, fear-mongering, or disinformation.
Okay, so if I were to have a specific assumption,
Can
I
I
would need to
ask,
go study it.
Apple?
Yeah.
No, we don't want assumptions.
No,
I wanted to ask you, since she's explaining facts and science and you acknowledge you don't have science, can
Yes.
you acknowledge that your belief about body count is simply based on assumption and your personal opinion, that it is subjective?
It's based off
Since
of
you
my life experiences, yeah.
Okay,
Right,
but
so it's personal and it's subjective, right? Whereas our position is objective and factual.
Can I learn
So
your
that's the
position?
difference.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
you can. Yes. So
Okay.
you would like to hear my 3 facts?
Yes, sure. I'd love to.
Okay. So number 1, if a woman was looking for a long-term relationship and she wanted somebody with all of these qualities, no less, would she need to observe someone over time to make sure they have all of these qualities? Yes or no?
Not necessarily, but in today's model of dating,
Let me start over. Okay. I want you to really hear everything that I'm saying because I am a word nerd and I select every single word for its efficiency in creating exactly what I need. So if a woman defined herself to know what she deserves and she wants somebody who brings everything she brings to the table, which is, let's, for example, this list here. So she wants somebody who has all of these qualities. Does she need to observe someone over time to see if they are this person?
yes.
All of these qualities, yes or no?
Over time, yes, but the
Yes.
amount of time
The answer.
varies.
That's the answer, right? The most logical answer is the answer. In order for her to know if they are all of this, it will take her time in their presence to understand who they are.
Yes.
Number 2, if a man wanted a long-term relationship and he wants somebody with all these qualities, does he need to observe someone over time to see if they are in fact this person? Yes or no?
Every quality here, yes.
Yes. Number 3, if somebody wanted to know, remember I'm a word nerd, operative word know. Somebody wants to know if the other person has an STD or STI. Do they need to ask the person, go to the doctor, get tested, get the test results, and show the test results? Yes or no?
Depends if the person has, like if someone's never been with another person in any sense.
No. If I ask somebody what their body count is and they said 0,
Mm-hmm.
Did I take them at their word, or should I ask for STD test results to make sure
Oh
I'm not
yeah.
going to touch anything?
Okay, if their word is honest, the results would show that they're honest.
But we don't know them,
Yes.
right? So
Uh-huh.
what should I do to know if they have an STD? Should I ask for the test results
Yeah, you should.
instead of a number, right?
Yeah, you'd use you'd use the test results.
100%, because I want facts.
You want to be sure that they're not lying.
Exactly.
Or, yeah.
Yes. Is it possible somebody could have a low body count or a 0 body count but not have all of these character traits?
100%. So there's people with no body count who are awful human beings.
Yes. So asking somebody what their body count is, whatever number they give us, still doesn't tell us who they are, right?
Of course not. Yeah.
Right. Not without observation over time. And our strategy is minimum 3 months of observation.
I like that.
We do the corporate model of not giving benefits to people we should fire.
But can I say one thing? I think when you get to know someone, you should never, my personal opinion, you should never sleep with them.
Well, we do no kissing, no sex, no sleep
I like that.
activity for minimum 3 months.
I like
to
that.
make sure that they're the person we want to commit to, and then
That's really
we
good.
decide to commit because they are who we want, and then we carry on from there.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
know,
like that.
We don't espouse abstinence before marriage. Like that's not part of the methodology here.
No,
Mhm.
we do fully informed.
I don't use the word marriage because I think marriage today is a scam. I just use the word of like a permanence, like where both people are committed to a permanence. That's what I think is healthiest.
Yeah. So we would take 3 months to discuss our goals, ambitions, timelines, right? So for example, I'm a woman looking for a long-term relationship. Let's say I want to get married, I want to have kids. We would have all of these discussions. If our goals align, our plans align, our timelines align, our personalities align, our energies align, we both bring
It would be a good life.
equal energy to the table. After an observation period, I'd be like, dude, you're it. Let's go. We commit to a relationship, carry on with our lives.
Mm-hmm. One thing I'd add, and this isn't to do with body count, because I think someone could have a bad past and develop good values.
Of course.
But if someone shows they don't have good values, even there are men who have 0 count, obviously, but it's because nobody wants to sleep with them. But their values are very twisted. And there's men that, that have a high count with the exact same or similar values. And same applies for women as well. So like your values do lead you down specific paths, and you can learn from them. But I think learning also requires you to heal.
Yes, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask a question to clarify what you meant? Because you said this doesn't have to do with body count because you can have a bad past and have good values.
Yes, I
Were
believe
you saying that in relation to body count?
with any sort of, yeah, it could be with that. People have make bad choices when it comes to partners, and I think that is damaging. In my opinion, of course.
I'm going to tell you what I think. I think the reason why people picked bad partners is because we were taught to do selection before observation.
Mm-hmm.
We were generally told that we should be kissing by the 4th date.
No.
Encouraged to kiss on the 1st date, better kiss by the 4th date. And that is selection before observation. And then we were also taught fighting is normal, arguing is healthy, relationships are hard. And they had to teach us that second part because the first one didn't make any sense. The first one got us into relationships with people that were missing things.
Yes,
But because
100%.
we're brainwashed to pick a stranger and brainwashed to stay with somebody who's not what we want,
Yeah.
a lot of us stayed too long in bad relationships, not because we wanted to, but because we were told by our culture to pick the wrong
Yeah,
person. And
there were lies that everyone bought into.
yeah, and I'm undoing all that. That's my job.
I see that actually. I that's why I really like the 3 months no nothing, and I agree with that.
Yeah.
And I think another thing you could add is like don't just see the person for who they are. Ask their family, ask their friends,
That's
ask their
part of it.
community.
100%.
Investigate
100%.
the person
This is
thoroughly. Yeah.
This is your dating book, by the way. We do a thorough vetting process.
I like that.
What that means is that there's no hoping. Like, for example, I hope after we kiss and commit, I'm going to meet their people. I hope after we kiss and commit,
That's
I'll
wrong.
be included in their life. We don't do that. If it hasn't happened before the kiss, there's
I
no
like
kiss.
It has to be a very thorough investigation. You have to make sure this is a good person, because so many women, like, they fall for an act and then it turns out afterwards that was actually the worst man imaginable, and it's like a horrible experience, obviously. And sometimes they even have to have that guy's kid, and it's like it's awful. Yeah.
Do you know why they fell for the act?
People are actors and
No.
they're manipulative.
No, because they kissed. And kissing is a chemical that's an amphetamine. Think about that.
It leads to
Aphrodisiac. Amphetamine, aphrodisiac, and antidepressant. So what that means is they took a drug that took them out of their minds and they missed the red flags, and that's why they fell for the wrong person.
And they became attached.
You have to not talk over me.
Sorry.
Okay. If they did no kissing, it means they didn't drug themselves to the point where they took away their ability to perceive reality, so they saw the red flags and got rid of the person.
I agree. That's why I think especially younger girls should have, the guy has to prove he's a man. This is my model.
Yes, of course.
The guy has to prove he's a man by going to her father, and hopefully if you don't have a good father in your life, that's a shame, obviously. But if you do, you should. Yes.
No. He should not be afraid to meet her father, but he doesn't ask her father for permission to date her.
It's not about permission.
She's not cattle.
But my opinion is that the man, your father, can give a good opinion because he's mature. Hopefully he's a decent person. He's raised his own family. He's there for his children.
No. You don't know anything about this person who happens to be the father. You don't know. You're making assumptions, and I mean, this is very, very antiquated thinking.
You meet the father, you meet the mother, you meet the friends, you meet their people, and their people are going to gauge you and they're going to give feedback to her. You meet your people gauge her, they give you feedback on her. Yes, meeting the people is part of the process, and in fact, being bold enough to ask important questions is also part of the process, because you want to see if there's any lies in what they say. For example, you said, I want to get married, I want to have kids, I want to raise them with a certain religion. And she goes, yeah, me too. And then you meet her people, you ask them, what makes you think she would be a good wife, a good mother? What makes you feel she's attached to this religion? If she lied about any of it, they're going to look at you confused, like, what are you talking about? Because that's not what I know about her.
Yeah, because she shows everyone shows their true selves, especially to their families, or they're most comfortable. So if they're good to their families, as an example, it's safe to assume that they'd be good to everyone else.
Mando, we're stuck on facts, my love, not perception. We want facts. So are you single, Apple?
But I'm technically engaged, so I'm getting married. Yeah.
All right. Well, this is my relationship book for you, my love.
Yeah. Can I screenshot it? Can you show me it again?
Of course.
You didn't believe in marriage. You talked about permanency.
No. Marriage just for me means a permanent commitment to someone that, I'm gonna shared values, build a home, build a family, etc.
And do maybe, I don't know if you guys would do like rings, like symbolism, and then call each other husband and wife. Yeah.
But I don't need a government to tell me I'm married to someone. That's like I'm sincere and honest. At least I tried my best. So if I say like I'm married, I'm married.
Yeah, I get that. This is for you.
I got a screenshot. Thank you.
Okay, and then this one is for her.
Okay, perfect.
And then the two of you can meet each other with enhanced functionality and communication skills.
I like to read both if I were to to see what she's reading. Okay, I wouldn't expect the conversation. I really do appreciate your model, and I appreciate how it's trying to benefit not just women, of course, women, from like you said, brainwashing.
Yeah.
Because society tells you to do something, and it's obviously it's not for your benefit. So you have to know what's actually going to be good for you, and we need people to teach the truth, I guess.
Yeah. I appreciate your awareness.
All right. Thank you for talking. I've thought about this topic a lot, by the way, over the last couple of years. That's why.
Okay.
Yep. Take care. Bye bye.
Anytime, okay?
Bye.
Bye, love.
I wasn't calling him out. It was a genuine curiosity. I was like, what?
Right.
You're engaged? I thought you didn't believe in marriage.
I instantly understood it because it's what I said to my husband when we first got together. I said, I don't want to get married. I don't need to do that again. Don't need a piece of paper to validate our relationship, but I want symbolism. I want to wear rings. I want to call each other husband and wife. So when he said I'm technically engaged, I knew exactly what he meant, especially in conjunction with what he said earlier, which is I don't believe in marriage. So, I pieced it all so neatly in my mind. Queen Bee.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
What's up, guys?
Ripple,
Hello?
did you want to Ripple?
Okay. I have a lot of work to do that I've been, what?
Go on. Ripple, never mind.
I have a lot of work to do that I've been putting off, so I'm gonna hop off here because it is finally under 100 degrees here.
Wow,
It's
baby.
a low, cool 99 degrees.
Okay. I appreciate you.
So I'm gonna finish up. But
Bye, Ripple.
I love you all. You all have a good night.
Bye, lovely. Queen Bee.
What's up, guys?
Hello. Are you a queen? Do you know what bees do to boy bees?
I do not.
You don't. Okay. So beehive, right?
Yeah.
You have the queen bee, which is a female, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And she lays the eggs. Now, in the hive, you have female bees and you have male bees. The job of the male bees is to fertilize the eggs. The job of the female bees is to go get the honey and go put food in the hive for the hive to eat during the winter. Now, the boys don't do any work. All they do is stay home and fertilize the eggs. And they don't need boys during the winter, but they need food. So guess what they do with the boys in the fall?
What?
They kill them.
Wow.
So so a way to kill them is they'll do something they call it. I don't know if the word is swarming. I don't know. I know you can have a swarm of bees, but there's something they do. They'll huddle around the one bee and they'll make their wings go like crazy. And what it does is it creates a ton of heat because of all of the action going on. And so all of like a bunch of females circle one male and they all do this and they create so much heat, they cook him.
Wow.
And then they push his lifeless body off the edge. And if you look at a beehive in the fall before winter comes, you'll see a bunch of little bee carcasses on the ground in front of the hive. That's the boys.
Wow. Okay. I did not know any of that.
Because come spring, you're going to have new bees hatching from the eggs, and some of them will be boys, and they'll fertilize the new eggs laid by the queen. So the boys are serving their purpose through spring, summer, fall. But come the end of fall, we don't need boys through the winter, so they get rid of the boys. Dang. And the females eat the honey and survive through the winter to go work the next season.
Wow.
Anyway. Free book? There's a free book in the link in my bio. Jimmy, you can grab it. There's a link in there. Okay, so Queen, what topic did you come here for?
I just saw the title, Body Count Doesn't Matter.
So debate topic. I need to let you know how I'm conducting this. So this is a facts over feelings debate, not an individualized debate. We're not debating each other on each other. We're simply debating the topic all by itself without a sense that starts with I think, I feel, my opinion, my experience. Facts or science only is going to be this. Would you agree this is a key?
Absolutely.
That's what a fact is. It is outside of you and
I understand, yeah.
And then a science has 4 pieces of information: title of the peer-reviewed study, website is on, page number and paragraph number where you read the words. You got to bring that. We'll go find the words and then you can say them out loud. And this is how we ensure there's no amplification of lies, fear-mongering, or disinformation.
Right.
Is that fair?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So what did you want to bring, facts or science?
I really was unaware that this was kind of the criteria for this discussion. I just personally stand under the impression that,
We don't
I mean,
care?
do I have to filter my
No,
words?
we don't care. Yeah, no. We got to stick to, I have 3 facts for why
Right.
body count does not matter to the people who practice logic and stick to facts. Would you like to hear them?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. So number 1, if a woman was looking for a long-term relationship, she wanted somebody with all of these qualities, no less, would she need to observe someone over time to see if they have all of these qualities? Yes or no?
Yeah, I'd assume so.
Yes. Number 2, if a man was looking for a long-term relationship, wanting somebody with all these qualities, no less, would he need to observe someone over time to ensure they have all these qualities? Yes or
Of course.
no?
Yes, yes.
Number 3, if somebody wanted to know if the other person has an STD or STI, do they need to ask the person to go to the doctor, get tested, get the test results, and show the test results? Yes or no?
Yes.
So is it possible somebody could sleep with one person one time if they practice unsafe sex? Is it possible they could catch an STD?
Yes.
So if we asked somebody what their body count was and they said 1, do we have the facts about their STD test results?
I don't quite understand that question. I'm sorry.
If you ask somebody their body count but not for a test result,
Right.
do you have the facts about whether or not they have an STD?
No.
No. So logical people who stick to facts don't ask for a number. They ask for test results.
100%.
Is it true somebody could have a low body count or a 0 body count but not have all of these qualities?
Yeah.
Yes. So if we ask somebody what their body count is and they say a number, but we didn't spend time with them, we still don't know if they're the person we want to commit to, correct?
Correct.
So logical people who stick to facts don't ask for unverifiable information. They
Right.
use observation before commitment to make sure they commit to the right person.
Right. And it's petty to judge somebody, especially a partner, based on something like that when you don't have a logical conclusion to say, well, like a logical conclusion to say why it's actually bad, right? If somebody has a very high body count, but they're not actually suffering from any sexual disease, there's no reason to judge them of that, right? I think that all these people are in this live, though, for a different reason, right? It's like, where do you draw the line? Do you never draw the line? What extent is this theory applicable to? Like, is it just because don't you think body count at a certain point, maybe, okay, yeah, maybe this is.
Why do you have to draw a line?
I mean,
It doesn't matter, period. If you never ask
this is a
somebody
personal
for their
perspective, my
number,
fault.
if
Yeah.
you never ask somebody, like, listen, I'm 52. I've
Right.
never asked anybody their number. It's never occurred to me. It's never been anything in my mind. Neither have I ever been asked. Like, you can live a whole full life with lots of fun experiences and relationships and never know anybody's body count number. You do not need it.
100%. I just think like with where the culture is moving today, with this kind of, I don't even know if I could say that word, but with the OnlyFans content creation and all this stuff, there are unfortunately certain scenarios where maybe I'm wrong in judging these women or men, right, gender regardless.
Love, Queen, are you aware that OF content has existed since we were drawing on cave walls?
Sure, but
Okay, it's not new.
right, pornography. I mean, I don't even know if I can say that. Excuse
It's
me.
not
but-
new. If you go look at pre-Columbian, I think it's like the pre-Spanish, I think it's pre-Columbian that you want to Google, but like go look at like Peru and go look at their pottery before they were invaded by the Spaniards, go look at their pottery. It's extremely sexual. The pottery, like pottery is what you have in your home. It's what you serve things in. It's what sits as decor. And it's animals doing each other and people doing each other. And this is what sits in front of you in the kitchen.
But you really think that's applicable with how social media works nowadays and with what we're putting in front of our kids' eyes?
I'm
I mean,
just
like,
saying that content
right.
has been around us as human beings for a very long time. It's not new.
I mean, we are born to procreate, so inevitably there would be some type of pornographic content. I'm not sure if I could say that yet again, but that
No, don't say that word.
don't say that. Okay, apologies. But like,
But
there's
listen,
inevitability.
we're talking about body count, which is the number of sexual partners you've had in the past.
Of course.
I don't understand why are we talking about
Why we ventured
OnlyFans
off.
in the present.
Oh,
Like
I was kind
OnlyFans
of
doesn't mean OnlyFans doesn't mean you have a body count. Like, it's online stuff. It doesn't mean you had sex with anybody. A, and B, body count refers to the past, not the present. So I don't know why we're talking about this.
right. So that OnlyFans term was just kind of a term to represent what I see this newer kind of hypersexualized social media society to be. Obviously, on OnlyFans, there are male, female, transgender, all types of performers doing their own stuff with no other partner present in the room, right? So therefore, they're not, maybe upping their body count.
What about it? What's your point?
All right, guys, look, you win this argument. God bless you all.
Okay, Bella. We weren't arguing, by the way. We were not arguing with
I
anyone.
was just trying to understand your point. We know we're right.
So, Vamp, we are very close to bonobos and chimpanzees. The only reason you think we're closer to chimpanzees is because of male behavior, which is the violent behavior that you witness. When women start taking over, we will be closer to bonobos. Love, what topic are you here for?
Hi, how are you?
What topic are you here for?
I wanted to talk about the body count, I guess.
So that is the debate topic, which we are discussing in a facts over feelings debate methodology. This is not an individualized debate. I'm not here to change you in any way, shape, or form. We're only discussing the topic all by itself. We're not going to start a sentence with I think, I feel, my opinion, my experience. If you wanted to talk about yourself, I recommend Lex. He has amazing live streams, but that's not the place here. A factual or scientific way only is how this debate is going to take place. A factual way would be like this. Would you agree this is a key?
Yeah, I think it's very difficult to talk about it in fact, so maybe I'm not the right person.
No, I don't have any difficulty whatsoever presenting 3 facts for why body count does not matter to the people who practice logic and stick to facts. Would you agree this is a key?
Yeah, it's a key.
A key. A fact is something outside of you and I, readily agreed upon on site because it is so obvious. You could choose to bring facts or science. If you wanted to bring science, we need 4 pieces of information to ensure you're not trying to lie or push disinformation. So we need title of the peer-reviewed study, website you found it on, page number and paragraph number. You present that, we go find your findings, and then you can say them out loud so that there's no lying going on, right? Because if I just let you say, well, science says blah, 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 but I didn't have you tell me where science says, you could just say it says that, but it doesn't say that. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, but it's very difficult to talk if I have to restrain how I feel or
Well,
my
I'm not here
personal
to listen to your feelings. I told you that in the beginning. If you were having trouble with your fifis at that point, that would have been a good time to say so. But are you having troubles with your fifis now?
No, but it's just hard
Can
to
you
talk
bring
to them.
facts? Facts or science?
I agree, facts are science, yes.
Facts or science? Do you have?
I'm sorry?
have facts. I have 3 facts. Sorry, body count does
No,
not matter to the
I'm sorry, I don't have facts. I
No
apologize.
facts, no science. So body count does not matter then.
I guess if you say that, I appreciate it.
I know body count does not matter. It's not something I say, it's something I know. And I know it doesn't matter to the people who practice logic and stick to facts. And I have 3 facts for why it doesn't matter to those people.
Can you tell me the 3 facts why it doesn't matter?
Yeah. Number 1, if a woman wanted a long-term relationship and she wanted somebody with all of these qualities, would she need to observe someone over time to make sure they are this person? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Number 2, if a man wanted a long-term relationship, wanting somebody with all these qualities, no less, would he need to observe someone over time to make sure they are in fact this person? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Number 3, if somebody wanted to know if the other person has an STD or STI, do they need to ask the person to go to the doctor, get tested, get the test results, and show the test results? Yes or no?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. So a logical person who sticks to facts doesn't ask what somebody's number is to find out if they have an STD. They ask for testing from the doctor. Is that right?
Correct.
Is it possible somebody could have a low body count or a 0 body count and not have all of these qualities?
100%.
Right. So if I ask somebody what their body count is and they give me a number, but I haven't spent time with them, I still don't know if they're the person I want to commit to.
Correct.
Right. So logical people who stick to facts don't ask for a number. They do observation before commitment and ask for STD testing.
Correct. Yeah, I don't think you should be asking for numbers either. I think that's a terrible way to talk. But yeah, it's difficult for me to talk with facts because I don't have facts. But I agree with your points. Your
Now,
points are good.
you do now. You just got 3 from me.
Correct.
Yes.
But I would like to say so, but since I can't back them, I don't want to say
But
it.
love, why don't you like actually take a moment to like ingest what she said to you, the facts that you just agreed to? Because if we have 3 facts that prove that body count doesn't matter, and whatever you have is not fact-based, it's just opinion-based, maybe like look at that and
No, I am. I just,
you
with your
know,
permission, if you want me to state it, I'll state it. But I don't want to say it if it's not a fact.
no, we're not asking you for your position or your opinion. I'm telling you, this is an opportunity for you to like look within and see if maybe you're wrong because you don't have facts to back up your position the way we do.
Yeah, I didn't plan on going on the computer and finding facts, but I'm not sure if I'm right or wrong. But I guess I have strong beliefs, but I don't want to talk about
Well,
it because I don't want to, I don't want to
then
disrespect the
then
group.
go like do the research. Go see if what you think is actually backed up by fact. I promise you it's not. And there's nothing that a number can tell you. There's nothing that a number, let me say it this way.
Like, I
There's
would
nothing
strongly
that you
disagree, but
can,
I agree
there's
with
nothing
everything
that
you're
you,
saying, though.
I'm in the middle of a sentence. This is not going to go
Apologize.
well for you, okay?
Sorry about that.
So what I'm saying is there's nothing that you can surmise or deduce or assume from a number that you couldn't just find out by just observing the person and getting to know them. Anything that you think you find out from a number is just a story you're making up in your head. You don't have any facts until you actually get to know the person and observe them, which is the whole point of fact 1 and fact 2.
Which I agree with you. For those 2 specific, well, you guys are saying everything that's true so far. So
Yeah.
the only thing I don't like is the statement that body count doesn't matter. It doesn't matter for sure if you're trying to get what you're talking about, right? If you're trying to get those attributes in a relationship.
It doesn't
But
matter if you're logical.
it's because it's very easy to agree with you guys because the points you're making are straightforward and logical and they make perfect sense.
Of course.
Yeah.
The only one thing
You're
that
hung up on
worries
your
me,
you're hung
if
up on
I
your
may, go
you're
ahead. I'm
hung
sorry.
up on your insecurities. You're hung up on the ick that you think you have about a woman you're going to be with being with other men before she met you. You're
Oh,
thinking about the people she
no.
would.
I don't think so. I mean, I'm not even. I don't. That doesn't matter to me either. Like, that body count doesn't matter to me at all whatsoever.
Give me 1 second. Rach, I did recently talk to a podcast bro. I lasted 23 minutes with him before I exited the conversation for him being a liar, being disingenuous, and not acknowledging reality. And I don't waste my time with that kind of person. So I was on his podcast for 23 minutes. And because these are the character traits he displayed, I said goodbye and I exited, because I don't teach women to waste their time with people who don't listen to them. And this person was practicing a huge amount of willful ignorance, and I don't tolerate that. Okay, love.
Okay. The only and maybe correct me if I'm wrong, and I do apologize. I just want to state the one thing that maybe bothers me is right. I personally do not care at all whatsoever on a body count of a female. I would never even ask that question because I'm not worried about that. But my concern is for the younger generation thinking that body count doesn't matter and taking it out of context to an extreme. You know, like, you know, I don't
No,
care.
no. Because what you're saying, you're talking out of the two sides of your mouth. You're saying, I don't care about body count, it doesn't matter. But I care about it for other people. That doesn't make sense. If you truly don't care about body count, if you truly believed it didn't matter, like, then you wouldn't be concerned with younger people. We have to teach younger people bodily autonomy. We have to teach them about consent. We have to teach them about choice. Purity culture is the worst thing in the world.
And we have to teach them empowerment.
Okay. I mean, do you understand the word I'm saying, like to an extreme, or because I'm
Because
You're not
because if it
responsible.
doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. Why do you care what teenagers or younger people are doing with their bodies?
I don't. I
You
just care
personally.
for my kids. You know, just about my kids. Like I think about that for my
How
kids.
many kids do you have?
One.
Okay, then teach your kid what you want to teach your kid. Leave the rest alone.
No, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm trying to be as nice and open because I like learning about things that I may or may not disagree. And you guys are awesome.
And I got the kids because I'm talking to their parents, and I get the kids' parents to get dating 101. And what we teach them is body count does not matter, and anybody who says so should be immediately eliminated from their life. What does matter is their comfort with their own body, their comfort with their own sexuality, their ability to explore their sexuality on their terms any way they want to do it. We will instruct our teens on how to think about what they want to do before they do it, and bring themselves to the other side in their imagination and gauge how they feel after doing the act in their imagination. If they want to do it, to go ahead and follow through. If halfway through the act, and I mean even naked underneath the sheets, they then change their mind, we will teach our teens how to say, stop. I've changed my mind. I don't want to do this anymore. Because at all times, our teens are taught their body belongs to them and they can do what they want.
That's pretty good teachings for sure.
The bad part of like, you don't want to be shaming your children for their sexual
100%.
activity, because then if they're in trouble, they're not going to come to you. You know, there are teens who get abducted, right, and trafficked, and they get stuck in it because they don't feel like they can reach out to their parents because of the shame. So you have to be a safe place for your children to turn to, even if they do something that you may not be comfortable with. Sexuality, even if you might not be comfortable with it, or you're worried about your kids or whatever, it's a normal thing. So you want to set
I
them up to
agree.
do it as safely as possible.
I agree 100% with what you guys are saying. I guess maybe I over worry about the extreme side. Like,
Don't worry about it, my love.
yeah.
I'm here. I'm here now. And I'm teaching people to be functional. Okay?
Okay. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Do you see this? I'm teaching the parents and I'm teaching the teens. I got everybody covered.
Excellent. Thank you guys again, and I appreciate the points of view.
You're welcome. You're
Have a
welcome.
good one.
This for
Take
your
care.
child too.
Thank you. I'll definitely look at it. Take care.
You're welcome, my love.
Bye.
Bye. Can I be your bestie? Oh, no. Ew.
That's not what he wrote.
I don't. Past doesn't matter. Convicted pedo. Look at this loser. Look how toxic they are. Ladies, that's how much this loser hates you, hates your body, hates the idea of you enjoying your body, because in this loser's mind, you enjoying consensual activity with your body is equal to the worst thing a person could do to the most innocent person in our society. That's how toxic that person is. That's how much he hates women, hates their bodies, hates their sexuality. That is such a block and delete, ladies. Oh my God. Jason? Oh, Jason. I wish I could bring you on, Jason, but apparently you're too much of a turd. You got muted in the comment section because you were too much of a turd. You have no self-control, no self-respect. And because you lack self-control and self-respect, my mods said, enough of you, sit down and shut up. And then you came and asked to come up here. No, you don't get to practice a lack of self-control and self-respect in my comment section and then have the ability to come up in my talkie box. No, 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 no. You've lost your voice here because you don't deserve a voice here, because you lack respect. It's a no. I'm going to take you out. Don't re-request. Somebody was just requesting and my big thumb took you out instead. So the person who just came up requesting for the talkie box, please re-request. I will bring you up. We didn't ask you about your feelings. So
I have a question, Superman. At what age do you think 50 over 50 is a problem? At what age? Do you have like a grid of like, or a chart of like
there you go. He's coming for you.
ages? Oh, there he is.
Hey, so like the reason I was saying that, one time I had an ex-girlfriend and her body count was like 80, bro. And she 17.
I'm not interested, dude.
Oh my God.
Listen, if you want to come up and talk to me again, don't do it after 4 spliffs. That's what I mean.
Let's. I love
He's
that
a
word, actually.
harlot.
Yeah.
Woo! Oh,
TJ, harlot. I actually like that word. I don't know. It sounds fun. It rolls
Diane,
off the tongue. Harlot.
we'll put the crown on with a big H. Everybody watch Trevor.
If he's too much of a kid to be made fun of, he shouldn't be on the panel. Okay?
No, I don't think having a high body count affects the ability to soul bond, because we don't believe in fairy tales. We believe in reality. But apparently you're walking around with a glass slipper. Or are you waiting for the prince with the glass slipper because you are the Cinderella? Are you going to get a kiss for the prince so you can wake up to true love because you believe in fairy tales? Because soul bonds. Look at this guy, believes in fairy tales. Are you gonna kiss some frogs and hope they turn into a prince because you believe in fairy tales? Soul bonds. Look at this guy making up fairy tales because he loves those fairy tales. Weird. We don't do fairy tales. We're grown adults. Projecting? No, I don't project. I reject. Losers. Everybody see them disappear. Bye. See that? Block, delete, cleanse, remove. Woohoo! That's how easy it is, ladies. Did you see it? Hands up in the comment section if you saw the removal and you found it satisfying. Hands up if you saw me remove and you went, ooh, that was so satisfying.
Jimmy, for the book, you have to, it should download into your files if you're downloading it, or it might be an email. I'm not sure how it works, but it might be an email and then you have to go to your emails and download the book from the link.
Chemicals release bond. Okay, chemicals release bond. It sounds like that's a science. Dilcray now has to bring 4 pieces of information, cannot say one word other than. Title of the peer-reviewed study, you read that in. The website you found that study on, the page number and paragraph number where you read those words to show us that you're not here lying, attempting to spread disinformation, Dilcray. So let's see the title of the peer-reviewed study. Don't say one word otherwise. I will remove you for lies, fear-mongering, and disinformation. So Dilcray, watching, what's the title of the study? Let's go. I got him. Renee, Never Ease, Dondra, Meg, Carla, Cincha, Sally Jane, Shauna, Jamie, Rach, So Satisfying, Hazel, Jimmy, Little Miss Kitty Cat, So Satisfying. Look at that. See, they test you, right? What did I say? Bye-bye. Oh, she puts her money where her mouth is. When she says she's gonna do something, she actually does it. I'm stunned. I'm stunned. Stun them, ladies. When you tell them you're going to do something and they test you, follow through. When you say, if you do that one more time, we're over, and he does it one more time, it's over. When you tell them you don't get to say one word until you provide the proof, and they go, let me go find it, it's because they're testing. It's over. I put my money where my mouth is. I'm very precise with my wording. It's not my fault you lack communication skills, but you do prove the point that every single one of the people who say body count matters lack the ability to understand because they don't hear shit and their brain is too foggy with their McMeals to understand the words coming out of my mouth. Kason? Everybody go see Kason for the block, delete, cleanse, remove. Everybody scroll up for Kason for the satisfaction. Everybody watch. Bye-bye. Removal. Old, single, and miserable. Watch this one disappear. Watch them. Non-existent. Squish the ant. Oh, squish. If it does, the way they did that. Oh, you're afraid of comparison because you're subpar. It's a good thing we understood that, so we didn't pick you because apparently you're worse. You're worse than what we had. See, I don't think about my past lovers because my husband's better, but you're not.
Yeah, that's not a body count issue. That's a mental health issue. They're 2 different things.
Are you supposed to breathe through the negative emotions with meditation? So what's going to happen with meditation is you calm your mind, you go into that state, right? Like you got the music, you do whatever, you're doing the breathing, your mind calms, and then you feel a negative emotion, fear, anxiety. So it's not breathing through it, it's breathing underneath it and giving it the ability to lift up by relaxing yourself above it. So there's 2 things you want to do. You want to breathe deep all the way down to underneath the emotion, and you want to relax your body above the emotion, and it helps the emotion go up. Free speech, we don't let losers reside around us. Ladies, isn't it funny how losers think they're entitled to access to your environment? And all you need to do is just instantly block, delete, cleanse, remove. Block, delete, cleanse, remove. Amen. They will compare you to the old one. If you weren't worse, the comparison is in your favor, but your fear of comparison shows us you already know you're worse, so we should reject you. Right, Brandon? Right?
Hey, I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, so you're saying that body count doesn't matter?
To the people who practice logic and stick to facts, and I have 3 facts to back that up, yes.
Okay, so let's say because this is real life and I need guidance, okay? Me or my ex, we really don't know which one yet. We both have, I have 18 bodies and she has I think 40 something.
We don't care.
No, okay, no, I'm just asking because you seem pretty knowledgeable. One of us got the clap, but we both went on the thing of body count doesn't matter. So why would that not matter? And they ask you at the doctor's place, at the hospital.
Us logical people who stick to facts would ask for an STD test result before having sex and committing to a relationship.
Oh, we did. It just didn't show up right in time because she went back to the ex before, which I didn't care, honestly. It was fine because that just happens.
I
But
don't know what your question is. I'm confused.
why does it matter? Why doesn't it matter? But doctors ask you all the time.
No. Body count does not matter to the people who practice logic and stick to facts. So we're not talking about you going to a doctor's appointment. We're talking about people choosing a long-term relationship.
Don't they start at the? But this is the beginning of one that you thought
It's
was
not a relationship. You don't get relationship status with us logical people who stick to facts until we find out if you're worthy of a relationship. Status is earned. Is that correct, Brandon? Is status
But
not
you have to
earned?
start. You have to start where I started first. But
No,
that
Brandon, I'm asking a
things still
question.
happen.
Is Brandon,
What's
is
up?
status earned?
Yeah, but in different ways. Like hers was earned because of the past.
Word salad. I don't care about her or you. Listen, if you're going to talk to me about you and your girlfriend, you're going to lose my interest and bore me because I'm not here to listen to you talk about you and your girlfriend. So
But that's
you
what the
called
debate
this
is
a
for.
relationship. It's not a relationship before knowledge and insight is gained and an informed decision is made. And the informed decision might be you never get relationship status. You get removed altogether because you're not worthy of a friendship status or a relationship status.
Well, if you don't care about my opinion, then why'd you put debate at the top?
Because I'm not asking for opinions. The debate is a facts over feelings debate, facts and science only.
But that was a fact that I dated her and that happened.
I don't care about you. I'm not debating you on you. You're not the subject. It doesn't say Brandon up here.
Yeah, it says debate and open
Yes,
forum.
on this subject and factually and scientifically only, a factual way would be like this. Would you agree this is a key?
Yeah.
So a fact is something outside of you and I agreed upon on the site because it is so obvious. If you wanted to bring science, I need 4 pieces of information, which is title of the peer-reviewed study you read. The website is on, page number, paragraph number that has the words you want to present. We'll go find those words and then you can say them out loud. And this is how we ensure there's no amplification of lies, fear-mongering, or disinformation.
Okay, so what's the first one you need?
Facts or science. If you're bringing science, we need title of the peer-reviewed study. Website is on, page number and paragraph number.
I'm pretty sure the clap is studied pretty well.
Oh my God, Brandon! Nobody went to fetch you. Like we're not like, hey, we really want Brandon's opinion on this.
No, Brandon,
This
come
will
talk to us.
die.
Hey, I'm just asking for help.
No,
I came on here for to hear the
Listen,
truth.
hold on. You're getting so
And if you're gonna
emotional.
get mad at me
Why are
for
you getting so emotional? Shush. Calm down. Hey, chat, hands up if you want to hear about Brandon's STD. Thumbs down if you're not interested in hearing about Brandon's STD. Anyways, Brandon, you're too emotional. I'm going to let you go. And it seems like you are incapable of understanding how we are having this debate. Steve, hi.
It doesn't matter, really, does it?
Steve, I guess hi was not a word you're familiar with. So hi is a greeting. Usually
Oh, I'm sorry. Hi. Yes, ma'am.
and then I
Yes,
know
yes.
we're hearing each other.
Yes, ma'am. Hi. How are you doing?
Thank you. And then the next thing I want to do is ask you a question, which is what topic are you here for? It seems like you're here for the body count debate subject. This is a facts over feelings debate. It's not an individualized debate. I'm not debating you on you because I'm not here to change you in any way, shape, or form. We're simply debating the topic all by itself. The reason why it's not individualized is, let me put it this way. If you think spinach is yucky and you feel like you never want to eat spinach again, does that mean I never should have eaten spinach in my life?
No, that doesn't mean that.
Right. So that's why we're not individualizing this.
Okay.
So facts or science only. A factual way would be like this. Would you agree this is a key?
That's a key.
The fact is something outside of you and I agreed upon on site because it is so obvious. If you wanted to bring science, you need to bring title of the peer-reviewed study, website is on, page number, and paragraph number.
Okay.
What did you want to bring?
Well, I can agree that body count doesn't matter, but it's still going to be a factor. Women are still going to be judged on it. So what's the point?
No. I'm not judged at all on my high body count, not by anybody I care about. And anybody who does want to judge me on my high body count is anybody I care about. I'm indifferent to their actual existence.
But you get that, like,
No,
even
I'm indifferent. Listen to my words. The people who think body count matters don't exist to me. When I meet those people, I remove them from my environment because I don't agree with people that are so delusional they have beliefs without evidence.
right. So history matters. Yes.
Yes, history matters. Are you here to say that what somebody did in the past, they're still doing in the present? Is that your premise?
We should judge their
Well, is
history.
that what you're saying? That what somebody did in the past, they're still doing in the present?
It doesn't mean that, but
Is
we
that
should
what
judge their
you said
history.
history matters? I'm trying to understand by putting it in a simple way and getting a yes or no from you to see if I got it right. So are you saying what somebody did in the past, they're still doing in the present? Yes or no?
No.
No, then I guess history does not matter. I guess who they are is what matters, right?
No, but we should judge their history.
You want to judge? Well, we get rid of you people because we want people who are intelligent. Intelligent people assess data. Unintelligent people make up stories in their head, give themselves emotions, and then judge the stories they tell themselves.
Well, no, history should be judged. Everyone
What
judges history.
history? What do you mean? Are you saying what we did in the past is what we're still doing? That's why it needs to be judged?
It doesn't matter if you're still doing it or not. If I,
well, you
in
know
the
what,
past,
Steve?
did something horrible, but today I'm a great
I
person.
don't want to hear you anymore. So Steve, I just want to tell
Nothing
you,
horrible.
I'm going to judge you for being a pant pooper because you were a dirty, 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 dirty boy. And no, don't unmute as though you're going to talk to me. I said I'm done with you. You're a dirty, 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 dirty boy because you used to poop your pants. And I'm judging you on all the shit you smeared all over your dirty little boy body. I'm going to judge you on that, you dirty boy. Look at what you did. Look at how dirty you were. Look at how much you messed yourself up. I want nothing to do with a boy like you. What was the
Chantal,
name?
you're going to make him horny doing that. He's going to like that too much.
I want to
You're
block.
chastising him too much. He's going to love it.
He better not show up back here again. I'm going to block him. He's so gross.
You hear him say at the end, if somebody did something awful, like these
Oh,
guys,
stop
can you
listening.
imagine how awful you have to be at sex to think sex is awful?
Oh, seriously? Ladies, you need to instantly block and delete these losers. Look at this guy. He's delusional. Watch him disappear. Watch him disappear. Watch. Squish. Squish the ant, ladies. Squish the ant. Watch. Squish. Squish the ant. You make them non-existent. You make them non-existent. Do you see them? By the way, if you love how the mods are getting rid of the losers at the first sign of their losering, which is what you need to do in your own life, block, delete, cleanse the room at the first sign of their toxicity and dysfunction. If you appreciate how we are conducting the space on this page, not letting any of these losers. Why?
Somebody just muted a friendly. She was.
Uh-oh.
We should have been unmuting her.
GG.
Whoever you muted, who said mention Bonnie Blue, can you go and unmute her, please?
Was it Gigi? That was Dondra. It was a 5-second.
Okay, because she was just saying she was referring to the guys being obsessed with Bonnie Blue.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, Dondra. Her comment wasn't wrong. Wasn't wrong. The guys who care about body count and bring up Bonnie Blue, they think all women are Bonnie Blue. They say
Hello?
it all the time. She was completely accurate.
Hey, Mikey.
Hi.
What topic are you here for?
Well, I heard we're talking about Bonnie Blue.
Bonnie Blue, brilliant marketing strategist, eh?
Oh.
Isn't she a brilliant marketing strategist? Because, listen, Mikey, I want you to do something. I want you to go on a device right now. I want you to find the date where she pulled that marketing stunt.
Okay.
And I want you to tell me how many days ago she did that. Because I'm going to make a point, but you got to tell me how many days ago she did that first.
Okay, let me look. I'm typing it on my laptop. Oh my god.
How many days?
It just pulls up so much porn.
How many days, Mikey? But
So
tell me
much
how many days.
porn.
How many days?
It's
How
so
many days?
much porn.
Because you're still talking about her. That's how brilliant she is. That's how brilliant.
Stop saying that word on TikTok Live, and you know it.
How many days, Mikey? And you're still being used by her. See, she put out an APB. She went, hey, I'm wanting to use 1,000 males. All you have to do is show up with your clean STD test results. And more than 1,000 showed up to be used, their bodies used by her for her marketing. She made $1 million. Do you know how much money she gave them? Not a penny. Off their backs, she made $1 million. And how many days ago did she pull that stunt? And you're still saying her name because she's smart enough to know all I had to do was pull this stunt and they would market me forever. They would make me money forever. I'm going to use 1,000 males and 1 million more are going to get used by me saying my name. Look at you go. Look at you proving what a brilliant marketing strategist she is, because she set out to accomplish something and she made $1 million then, and she's made another 1 million since, and you're still marketing her. Boop. Are you proud of yourself? Because she did a great job. You're proving her right. You heard of her now because these boys are still being used by her, making her making her more money. It's brilliant. Hi, what's your name?
Hey, cool. It's been a while since I've been on your live.
Hi, cool. When did you want to come say?
So me and my fiance, just give you a heads up, going on 1 year as of the 26th of this month.
Amazing.
So, and actually we're moving to another state. A lot of negative things have happened, but I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but you know, I remember talking to you about kind of what I was going through back in my time and knowing about what my value and worth is. And I remember conversations, and it took a while, and you know, look at where I'm at now, 1 year, almost 1 year later.
What was the advice that gave you that helped?
More so about my self-value, my self-worth has a lot to do with it. And not take anything less than anything below my value. Or anything above it. It's just something that actually, that both contributes things to the relationship.
Do you have a pug or a Frenchie?
I wish.
Breathing beside
I
you.
wanted a French bulldog.
What is breathing beside you?
Oh, that's my fiance. She's snoozing.
Tori? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, she's snoozing. She's tired. We've been dealing with a lot of stress with my roommate, so.
Jesus.
So, but you know, it got, and I'm gonna speak to the guys for a minute.
Okay.
Guys, what she's trying to teach you guys, and you women too, that you guys need to have better value and learn to not be blind to red flags. That's what matters. Learn to understand what red flags are, to identify, and that's what matters. That's what matters most. And knowing what your self-worth is to have you be lined up to be with the right person to be in your life, to value that person you want to put the ring on the finger, to marry, to grow together. That's what her life is about. Body count doesn't matter. So that's my thoughts on that. So
Thank you, my love. I appreciate you, Cole.
not a problem. It's actually good to see you. I haven't been on your live for a minute, so it's been a while. So wanted to pop on and say hi.
I'm happy to hear everything's working out for you.
Yes, gonna be moving out of Oregon, going to Idaho is our next journey.
Thank you for the update. I appreciate you.
Not a problem. Absolutely. How's everything going up where you're at up there in Canada?
Fantastic. I'm celebrating a 10-year anniversary in Niagara Falls on October 25th. I'm having a celebration. There's people can come and join me. There's tickets for it in the link in my bio. Google official Canada.
Congratulations.
Coach. There's a
10 years. My parents just celebrated their 34 years.
There's a documentary being made about me. There's a celebrity who's agreed to be in the documentary. It's really cool.
Awesome. Yeah, my parents just hit their 34 years this year.
Nice. Wonderful.
So yeah. And one thing I can learn, yes, you're going to make mistakes in your marriage, but if you're willing to make changes in those mistakes for the better, your relationship will become in a better light, in a better light.
Yeah.
So that's my advice to all you in that I've learned. We are going to be her and I are going to be getting married. We're just waiting for the right circumstances to kick in for that to happen.
Hey, sounds good, my love. Sounds good.
So anyway, I'm gonna hop down and let anybody else that wants to come in the box. But please, men, women, heed my advice, please. It'll do you better and it will keep you from getting hurt.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Keep spreading the good word.
Not a problem. Will do. And you all have a good day.
You too, love. Bye.
Have a good day, everybody.
Yay. So body count does not matter to men because men are not afraid of competition or comparison because they know they're amazing. Body count does matter to people that are controlling, insecure, stuck in the past, and PP obsessed. Of course, we don't want those people. That's why we block and delete them once we've identified them. I know, hey, Carla. Look at this little baby. Look at this. She's in the height. She's in heat. She keeps trying to get Charlie to get it on with her. The poor baby. It's funny because it's not constant. It's just a few times a day. She's like, it's just like nudging him, then throwing her butt in his face. Poor baby. You're not your worth? Yeah, you're worth to your bros. But, oh, sorry. I was thinking about something else. I was thinking that was someone else. I was one of those bros. Guys are concerned about body count. Men are not, Meg. Exactly. I know. Poor girl, right? Poor girl. She's so horny. She's so horny. He is neutered. Yes, he is neutered. So they're not going to make babies, which, they would have been cute. They would have made wonderful little babies. But I got Charlie neutered as early as I could because I didn't want any testosterone issues. I didn't want a hysterical dog. And he's the sweetest boy. Everybody loves Charlie and Jimmy. Everybody loves Charlie. She's so sweet. Did you see her little diaper? I put this so that to protect her.
Cute.
I know.
There's a woman I follow on TikTok, and she has a farm. I think I've probably talked to her about her before, but anyway, she has mini goats,
Oh.
and so she has like she has three females, and then like two teens, right? Like three female goats, and then two that are like teenage, they're younger, and then 6 babies that all came in the last few months. So the males are getting to the point where they're starting to hump everybody, right? They hump each other, they hump the females, like they just hump everybody. So they have these little aprons that they tie around the waist, and they look like Home Depot aprons, like they're orange. And so they just run around with these little aprons. So if they hump somebody, they can't, it blocks the pee-pee, so they can't, they can't breed. Yes, fence-like, yeah.
Oh my god, that's so funny. So I think I'm gonna do a book walkthrough, Jamie. I'm gonna do a book walkthrough now, my love. Awesome watching you dog walk the guys that tried to debate you. Thank you. You're so welcome, Jamie. Don't forget, Monday to Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern time for minimum 2 hours. I host this space consistently to give you the ability to come back, find me easily. We're following each other now, Jamie, so that's going to make it easy for you to find me. Come back. You've seen what a great community we have, and we love seeing new members come here. It's always fun to see new people come in and really like enjoying the space and taking part. So love that you were here. So good to be back, Mr. Drizzle, Miss Drizzle. Yes. Where are my newbies? My newbies today, hands up. I have freebies for you. In the link in my bio, there's a free book. The free book is Fake Love Need Not Apply: How to Identify and Safely Remove Posers, Losers, Scammers, and Predators. And there's also a free starter guide for singles, free starter guide for couples, free starter guide for you incels. I know you don't call yourself that, but you know, right? And so, listen, I'm here to get rid of you when you want to hold on to your dysfunction. I'm here to help you when you're ready to let go of it. So in the link in my bio is a freebie for you to help you start letting go of your dysfunction. I care enough to do that for you. But if you don't care to take care of yourself, I don't care to deal with you whatsoever. Don't forget to get her freebies. Read all her books. They changed my life. Meg, I appreciate you. I have a lot of readers here. I love my readers. By the way, my loves, if you have purchased a book recently, read a book, one of my books from Amazon, please go leave an Amazon review. Love seeing those reviews pop up. I'm really looking forward to hitting four digits on my books in the reviews. What's the book about? I'm going to do all the books. So I'm going to do this in order. I catch you where you are. I lift you up from there. Started that book yesterday. Oh, yes, you did. I started on that book yesterday. I like it so far. Never, do you want to tell us what you like about the book? All right, so you can get the paperbacks on Amazon. I've got ebook bundle deals, audiobooks as well. All the buttons you want are in the link in my bio. I see somebody wants to come in and talk. Steve, give me a minute. I'm going to do the book walkthrough first. So Comeback Queen helps you heal faster from a breakup or divorce. You can speed up the process, and I teach you how. No More Assholes is how you select your next long-term partner by using observation before selection. No More Assholes means no more mistakes. No more mistakes means no more suffering. No More Assholes is also an audiobook. It is also in Spanish, and it is also a workbook with bonus material. So there you go. You guys always need to see the inside of the workbook. Now, when you pick your new relationship, grab After the First Kiss, make it rock solid from day one. Ensure you get through your first year together by avoiding pitfalls and self-sabotage. Also, grab your Fix That Shit books to help with conflict resolution and communication and help you have a zero fight relationship. So you have Fix That Shit for women and Fix That Shit for men. Now, Fix That Shit for women is also an audiobook, and these two also have workbooks with bonus material as well. So you can get those paperbacks on Amazon too. Now, we're not going to leave your teens in the dark because I'm here to educate everyone. So get Dating 101 for the teens and ensure they understand how to recognize coercion and manipulation. Men who want to heal faster from a breakup and select the right long-term partner, your book is the perfect play. Need a way to make a relationship work, starting combos with females, there you go, the perfect play. And then you also want to grab Fix That Shit for men. Those are the two books you want to get, my love. The buttons for that are in the link in my bio for paperbacks on Amazon. I also have books to help with your fulfillment and happiness and mental health. So we have Say Yes to Goodness, 10 Steps for a Complete and Happy You. Custom Made is career coaching. You're going to identify and monetize your purpose, passion, and talent. And the Glow Up Journal is a 60-day guided journey of writing and doing to biohack your brain and increase your self-esteem at an expedited pace. So use the buttons in the link in my bio for paperbacks on Amazon, ebook bundle deals, audiobooks, tickets to come see me in Niagara Falls on October 25th for a full day conference. Virtually or in person, up to you. What else? There's a documentary being made about me. There's a link to the filmmaker in the link in my bio as well. Steve, did you still want to come? No, he went away. Okay. All right, my loves. I love you. I appreciate you. Have a great weekend. So now we got to block you. Aisha, I filled up my block, so let's try to remember this loser next time. By the way, hitting on me is an instant removal because I don't tolerate disrespect in any way, shape, or form. And I never tolerate disrespect towards my husband in any way, shape, or form. Have a wonderful weekend, Little Miss Kitty Cat, Dondra, Diane, Ripple, if you're hearing me in your headpiece. Have a great weekend, my love. I will see you all Monday. Sean Marie, beautiful Sean Marie. By the way, Sean Marie, you seem to be calmer lately, and there's an essence about you that is shining through that I've noticed, and you are more beautiful than ever before, and I just wanted to say that, my love. Hi. Hi.
Hi, I am a little calm, but right now I'm a little aggravated.
Well, I hope that compliment maybe helps with your aggravation at all. What are you aggravated over?
My husband and I were doing food delivery, and we were on our way home, and somebody buzzed past a stop sign, and my husband got upset and threatened him, and I told him that his actions put myself and him in danger, and put that girl that was also in his car in danger, and that was incorrect. And he says, well, he doesn't need to be lectured. I said, okay. I came back to him, I won't lecture you next time. I'll just get out of the car and leave and find my way home. But I'm trying to calm down.
You did the right thing. Your response was the right thing, my love.
Well, I first lectured him, but I shouldn't have lectured him. I was just should have just got out of the car and say, I will not tolerate that behavior.
I don't think that's a lecture. I think that's a correction. Like, you're valid in what you're saying. You hysterical males are endangering the lives of us women. You need to stop and pause and become aware. And he wants to call that a lecture? Fine. The next time you do something like that, I'm not going to say a word to correct your behaviors because they're wrong. I'm just going to walk away because you're wrong.
Yeah, I told him that, and I said, I'm not going to lecture you. I'm not going to, if you think it's a lecture, because you put the other guy in the car threatened to pull a weapon out and shoot us.
Of course, because, Texas.
Well, yeah, but I mean, any responsible gun owner won't do that. But what I said to him is he could have chosen not to respond to the middle fingers the other guy was throwing up and not to escalate the situation and put me and the other girl and himself in danger because we do not know what this other person was capable of.
100%.
And he goes, fine, I'm sorry. Well, I know he's not sorry. So
Sorry enough to say it though. I mean, is that, let me ask you this. You've been here with me for a while. Let's say 3 years ago. Would he have said I'm sorry 3 years ago?
no,
That's it. That's a little bit of a shift right there towards some accountability. That's a good
yeah,
thing.
it was the way he said, I'm sorry, fine, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
And so, yeah, I had to put in a boundary and say, next time you act that way in a car with me, I will leave the car and find my own way home, and I will not put up with it
Yeah.
because it is not safe. Because he could have had a gun and thrown out and do it. Now my husband has his own weapon. I carry my weapon, but that's last resort.
Yeah. And Sean, we're not going to dwell on this, my love. It's a topic that could kind of get me in trouble too. So we're going to kind of move on, okay, my love?
Yeah, and so basically I told him, you had a choice. You had a choice, and you went too far.
Yeah, I understand, my love.
And so I'm taking my time and making dinner, and I'm going to sit in the front room away from him and take my little time out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fix your emotions, get yourself back in the center because your emotional well-being is for you to be in control of.
Of course, and he's going to go on his little time out, whether or not he knows it. And I do enjoy him coming and working with me, doing food delivery because the money is going for our cruise. And so our 15th anniversary cruise, and he doesn't always lose his temper. And sometimes we do mess up. And so, yeah. And if he thinks it's a lecture, so be it. I'm just not going to put up with it.
All right, my love. Have a good night. Have a good sleep, okay?
Have a good night, too.
Mwah. Bye, love. Okay, my lovelies. Jesse, good night. Jamaica, you got the book? Sandy, AJ, Noor, Sophia, Real Bella, Pretty Pisces, Rose. There she is, Rose. I wouldn't be mad, Rose, but I'm glad you're back. Kat, Casey, Carla, Walsh, Rennie, Lori, Blooming, Todd, Dondra, Lindsay, Angie, Zoe, Miss Kitty Cat, Rach, Zombified, Peach, Virgo, Dim, Diane, Lau, Denise, Miranda, Real Scientist, Libertas, Caroline, Mary Grace, Mira, and Renee. All right, my lovelies, I will see you Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, back here. Enjoy the weekend. Mwah, sweet dreams, Mare. Have a great weekend, Carla. Bye, my loves.